Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Disney Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmid, and with me, for the first time in preparation for the convergence of our parties, we have everyone.
Everyone is here.
Quote unquote. We have the Imagineers of Dzania.
Yeah!
We have the Rogues from Hell. We have the Lost Ones. And joining us, representing the elites of Dzania. I love it. We left off for everyone in various ways. I will not be recapping, unfortunately, for a lot of you, because if you want to know what happened, watch the videos. So what I will give is the last thing everyone had is two things. All of you have heard the sounding of the call. Hector Barbosa, Jim Hawkins, James Hook, pirate lords in their own rights. The call has been sounded as the pirates must convene to discuss the state of the world. Very rarely do you think you should see pirates convene. This is serious. And as you are all hearing this, the other thing that every single one of you felt was a cold hand dripping across your arm in a packed vice grip.
What did Nemo do this time?
August is trying to take a drink, guys.
No.
Where we will begin.
I don't know how, but I know it's Adrian's fault.
Yeah, I don't know how, but how did Adrian
No.
do? Morph.
I don't think this specifically was my fault. No, that's Peter's fault.
It was.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was.
As we begin, I am
I
now
started
going to
the
roll. There are,
I just tease you.
I know.
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 parties.
Yay.
All important random roll of D4. Which party do we start with?
Lost ones guaranteed.
On the deck of the Meridian.
Can't stop the fox.
Can't stop the fun. The Lost Ones, as you sail forward through the astral sea, having met with the Genasi and with Teodama on your way, we see a rather ragtag, intrepid group of human, Genasi, fish, skeleton, fox, whatever. And as you are all sailing forward, Barbosa, you are at the helm, Phoebus and Esmeralda very close by, but all of you are on top deck as in the next minute, you will break the Astral Sea's barrier and be at Shipwreck Cove. To which I will ask just the Lost Ones party, is there anything anyone would like to prepare or do right now?
On the way here, could I have Ritual Cast Phil and the Floating Disc?
Smart, yes. You have the floating disc and your invisible servant.
We took a long rest, right?
Yes, each party has a long rest. I'll say that.
I'd like to do clairvoyance on the ship just in case any pirates steal it.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, we're
Smart.
powerful ship.
I like that.
We wanted to prepare a blank canvas, well, more of a blank explosive, in case we had somebody who wants to donate a high-level spell.
Ooh.
Also,
who's...
you have invisible servants who can help with that. I can command.
Here's what I will
but
say.
We already have...
To make this, we have official statistics now.
Okay.
For you all to note, if you would like to continue making what I am currently, we are calling these Neverlandian fire spells. They will cost a total of 1,000 gold pieces, and that's just for general parts and consumption. But again, anyone can pay that. Anyone right now, you did get a good sum from Jumbo, let alone your stuff. It costs 1,000 gold and 1 hour of time per fire spell, per rocket.
So...
Meaning, if you get it already, and then you hold if something can be cast in, you just need to upcast a Glyph of Warding to help. These are ranged weapons, meaning they have 150-foot range to 500 feet up to a disadvantage. It will target a point with a 20-foot radius outward, and any creature, construct, or object inside must make a dex saving throw with a DC 20, or it will deal 4d6 fire damage plus 4d6 force damage on a failed save, and any creature failing is deafened. And any non-magical, non-carried objects are set ablaze. On a success, targets will take half damage or are not deafened, and then the Glyph of Warding spell will trigger, and that will be a separate save based on whoever's spell it is and their DCs. Currently, you all have one called Jack's Daddy. Meaning, when it is summoned on an explosion, it will summon Greater Demon at the point of explosion. This is Phoebus's DC spell, since it was your spell you have put into it. But yes, you can all make another one as you had one currently. So this is the second, and it's a blank one right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So-
whose do we make it?
Well, we're
gonna see if we can get a high level spell.
Fair enough.
It has to be the same level. It has to be the same
Same level as a Glyph of
Yeah,
Warding.
as a
So
Glyph of
you would
Warding.
still need to upcast a Glyph of Warding, but
So-
that's not hard.
That's what we're doing. We're not making
I got-
the ones that we all.
We don't have
We
time.
got level 5.
Okay.
Not a lot of time right now. So making a blank one would work on your.
Are there any other casters that have Glyph of Warding?
We wouldn't know that yet, but I would probably make a blank one and then like upcast it as much as I could, and then if anybody else had that,
It would
then just
help.
have that prepared so that if anybody wanted to add that extra.
The
Yeah, we
glyph to
agreed.
summon a glyph.
A Glyph of Warding. Excellent. As you all come in.
There's one thing.
Yes.
Phoebus.
Yes.
You know these are unsavory folk. Do you mind if you have message magic? Would you mind helping with me with means of nonverbal communication?
I can take care of that. Yes.
Thank you.
Smart.
This is basically like if I need to tell Jack, "Hey, shut up,"
If-
I don't say it aloud.
I think that's smart. So yes, making sure Phoebus can be your party's like messenger in that sense of like when we don't want to say something verbally, telepathic can be helpful.
I think we need to have some kind of plan going in there. I
already got something for me.
I'm just really nervous because of all this.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Mr. Incredible's going to be there. I don't want to mess this up.
You really idolize him, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, whatever you do to disembarrass yourself or anything like that is on you. You can't help.
Right.
However, in means of escaping,
I'm just gonna stay on the ship.
Yes.
I'll just stay
You'll
on the
just
ship.
stay on the ship.
I can't
No.
handle this pressure.
Are you certain? I think we would love to have you come along.
All right, you won't know it.
Be
then.
an honor.
You won't know. No, I think that's smart. In the you never know what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna
but
go in there invisible.
yes, using
That's what I was getting at.
using your suit's power,
Deceive.
slip into the shadow and just stay invisible while you're there.
That was gonna immediately know he's there.
After
Perceive.
you seal the world shift, Barbosa, you dip both downwards and upwards as you break that spell as water breaks on black jagged rocks. Barbosa, being an accomplished captain and having been here before, all of you seem to come out of the astral sea past obsidian rock. Sharp jutting spikes that if you had come out even an inch or two further back, you would all be ripped apart. But gliding perfectly into this inlet cave, beautiful magical protection and natural wood and stone built up, Shipwreck's Cove.
I'm scared.
Torches burn in green, red, blue, purple, arcane light. Pirates, rousing bars and inns, as well as minor coliseums and blacksmith and forges all dot around this cavern. As the entire place looks to be one giant ship that was turned upside down, cracked in half, and the pieces have scattered with rope and bridge and stairway built into it. Barbosa, you pull in, and after a moment, you see
I'm
an
flying
Eric
my flag.
Cochran flies up towards you guys. You see it has a sword in one hand and a clipboard in the other. Ah! State your place.
I did not get that. Barbosa probably did. What?
State your place.
Hector Barbosa, Pirate Lord of the Caspian Sea.
On the list.
Hey, this is my crew. And I gesture to everyone.
Hello.
And can I
Ahoy there.
and I vaguely gesture. this would be pure luck if I vaguely Chester in the area where you are invisible.
We have things. Jester to just nothing. The Air Cocker is just gonna. What? Thank you so much.
I throw something.
A haunted chip. I'll mark that down.
The best kind of haunting.
Technically, it is.
Technically, it is.
Yeah.
As you see, he marks down. You'll park in Gamma 3. You see Jester. There's a lot of ships here. As again, pirate lords, their armadas and crews, and of course just people that want to come crash here, pun intended, can all park. And so basically giving you a spot. The Air Cochrane flies away, and Barbosa, you can fly in. And no, you will have to eventually dip into the water, of course, to park.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that to park. Nemo's clairvoyance, and I'm also going to set the invisible servants, batten everything down, keep a watch.
Excellent. And so that will help, because using clairvoyance with the servants, that's going to be, because clairvoyance only has so much range, but if you have invisible servants that could then watch and trigger the clairvoyance, right, it extends your range on the ship. 1-2.
We have that iron golem now, right?
Oh,
You
that's
do
true,
have
we
a
do have
strange
a
looking
take
iron
it
golem.
defense back
Hasn't
there.
said much,
For the
but
boat.
you see has more just been, like, there.
I feel like we did
on the ship.
Gusto at least have him
he
stay
have a
on the
name?
ship, and then
Didn't we leave Gusto and Sumani?
Gustos and Sumani. Because he
left-
had an
Oh.
errand.
Yeah.
Couldn't
okay.
do so.
Well, I think we would just. Well, do you have a name?
Name?
What do you
Yes.
want to be called?
Here comes a really fun history check.
Terry 2.0.
He's bigger. He's better.
Hudson?
All right, Hudson.
Hudson.
No
Stay
way.
on the ship and protect.
If anyone other than us tries to get on the
Very
ship,
mechanically, this golem gargoylean thing kind of nods.
Those who aren't
What color
the
is
one in present company.
You see, this is an iron golem. It seems still very stone, like iron and granite that have been like fused. So like the bigger parts of the chest may seem to be stone, but like molten iron that can move and is malleable seems to like shift around for this thing's like limbs and joints. So as if someone like basically made a statue and put iron into it to make it move, if that makes sense.
Out of curiosity, Hudson, can you swim?
No.
Perfect. I pull off the cloak of the manta ray and I toss it to him.
Clever.
Nice.
Oh, that's very clever.
We're not losing our golem.
I think that's very smart, as he will then have a swim speed with this. As the golem goes down, all of you are seeing immediately, pirates are passing by, people are looking at this ship, as this is what you're already seeing, a markedly different kind of vessel. There are what we would know as beautiful Arabian, Chinese, Indian type vessels, each with their own sails. This is a very standard, what we would think of as a very European-esque, solid three-mast galleon ships. And as well as this ship has runes and magic to it where, if needs be, like most people saw, it is able to fly in. And right, that's very unusual for ships. As that happens, yes, Nemo.
There's one thing I wanted to do, talk to Barbosa. Hey, Barbosa.
Yes.
This whole thing is like your big pirate stuff, yeah?
Yep.
Just in case anything bad happens, I just want Lily's grace to save you. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying and Guidance on Barbosa.
Spare the dying. That's rude, but guidance. Thank you.
Excellent.
Just in case.
Also, before we get off the ship,
Yes.
we have like at least 100 silver pieces, right?
I have a lot of money.
Yeah, I think.
I would
want
like
the
to.
bet.
I would like to take 100 silver pieces exactly.
Okay.
Here's your
And I won the
allowance.
bet,
Thank
so.
my diamond in my bowl.
Hey, you also have the.
My lucky pebble, which is a diamond.
Yeah,
Drawing
that's
straws for the
Um,
living full.
As you are all walking off the deck, another ship is appearing from the astral sea.
We're not the only ones.
As limping along, fire and smoke burning off the tiger's eye.
That tracks.
Otherwise,
That's so
I'd still
hard,
call it
right?
the walrus out of knowledge. Like, oh, it's
Hey, the fires are mostly out.
The fire,
It's a
yeah,
different-
mostly out. It only is
they're
slightly smoking, okay? That means
Okay,
it's okay.
real quick. Do we get a long rest in that
Yes.
time?
Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard. Yes, everyone did get a long rest.
August, during that long rest, do we have time to cast like mending on our poor ship
Oh,
at all?
It's like
Yeah,
a.
for sure.
This is still the ship, even with mending, with now some of your
That's
now
a
like
lot of
army
damage.
/ the like pirates
that's
on the
a lot
ship.
of damage.
They have been really trying to patch up the Tiger's Eye after everything that just happened, and there's still smoke coming off it. It's not like you guys are such fresh off a fight that even after 8 hours, it still looks gross.
Sorry.
Look, we only killed 3 demon lords, including Orcus.
For like
Okay.
12 hours, and then this happened.
So, but did you kill
Would I
3
have
demon
time,
lords in under a minute?
To start drilling my army for the next season of the show.
Yes. If you want to
Did
spend
you
that
buy
time
the scene?
and doing, here we go. Sorry, this is just the rogues. For now, as you are drilling these demons, who again they are terrified of you, as your main mode of like internship for them, or rather like to subjugate them into your army, was plowing your car through the armies, and whichever ones didn't die, run, or beg for their lives are now apart. Right?
Sweet.
So they're quick learners because they don't know what's going to happen if they don't succeed. So you see already that the 20 of these demons, 5, 6, 7, 8, as you have taught them the quick jazz hand and a Broadway shuffle. They could probably roadshow after another couple rehearsals.
This is bad guy aerobics.
This is bad guy aerobics. As
Wait, the one
rogues,
from Phineas and Ferb?
so Jim,
Hey,
I must tears.
yes,
I,
was like, dance baby, hands go down to the shore.
yes.
sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
Go for it. It's you.
Okay, so I would like to go down to the armory
Okay.
and where all of the explosives are, and I would like to get as many explosives as possible and put them in my bag of holding.
Excellent. Jim Hawkins, you get a ton of these, like, what we would think of as, like, grenades. They're bombs. Short fuse little cannons with gunpowder stuffed inside. You start loading in. Jim, as you're down there, Hook comes and finds you. And as he gets down, you see he's going to make a perception check. Looks around, makes sure that you and him are alone, and pulls you and goes, "Listen, boy. When we go in there, you are Jim Hawkins, Lord of the Stars. You do not say thank you. You do not say please. You do not tell people what to do. You expect them what to do. And most of all, most importantly, you don't know me."
Fair?
You see, as he says this, he can't stop himself. Hook pulls you into a very fast hug. And just breaks and just...
Is Lily's rolling in her grave? Question mark?
Oh shoot! I did that when I stepped up
Lily
the door.
rolling in the grave, but you see, he just... I couldn't be prouder. And not... and he's going to leave, because yes, in there, it might be a horrible thing if people learn your true relationship.
Okay, fair enough. Question though, how could Mr. Incredible theoretically lift one of these cannons?
Wait,
Like, just a full cannon?
I have before.
Yeah,
He has before.
I have the same strength as him.
Cool. Could I theoretically just take the cannon part and put it in the bag of holding as well, like a fully loaded cannon?
Jim, I can do you one better. I can conjure a handheld blaster, like a potato
Attention,
type
you mean
thing for
RPG.
you. And it'll last for an hour.
Morph can summon a...
I mean, I could straight up fabricate one so it's permanent.
That's true.
Then
It's just... It's almost just...
I'm just saying, if we have Mr. Incredible walk in there with a full cannon,
On his shoulder.
That would be the
Full
most
mantle.
intimidating crap ever. seeing Mr. like Jim Hawkins, you walk in and one of the dudes behind you has just got a cannon on one shoulder. That looks cool. That's
Well, no, I'm thinking, like Arnold Schwarzenegger with the minigun. I'm thinking like this, so he can just carry it around like that.
Yes, because
like a
actually,
9-pound cannon.
Jim, Silver is going to coach you on these. You see, Long John is kind of bringing up some of the crew you had. Of course, Maps, your Warforge, Dench, your Orc first mate.
Yes, I want Dench to also have a cannon.
Dench will definitely. He's a giant half orc, or excuse me, full orc. So Dench and Mr. Incredible can just have a cannon under an arm, right? Full machine gun style. Because yes, Silver is making you look. So you actually see Jim, as well as the rogues. Hook has slipped off the ship as you guys sail into it. As he's going to arrive differently. Because again, pirate politics. You're not supposed to be buddies with the other lords, so to speak. It might seem like you're conspiring, which you are, but you don't want them to know that. So yes.
Okay.
Thumbleweed, yes.
Could I maybe sneak off with Hook and to show the fairy relationship with Hook?
Ooh.
Because we have made amends. We have made amends.
Lily rolling. But yes, no, I think that's perfect. If you and Hook, it's basically taking one of these lifeboats. The Meridian has very similar simple charms on it where the second they leave a boat, they'll just kind of like descend until they hit something. You and Hook could slip off because yes, that would
I could
be...
even carry Hook off if he needed me to. I am strong
Thumbleweed,
enough.
you've got a belt of giant strength, which is crazy for a fairy to have. So Thumbleweed could just go... and bring Hook with.
Interesting.
To
make it look like he's flying.
Canonically,
I was saying
I have to
I'm fully invisible.
So, yes, basically, Silver is going to visit you guys. So, like, Jasmine and, like, some of the other crew making you all look interesting. Jim, Silver is getting, like, a grand coat and a pirate hat, like a tricorn hat for you. Morph, he's going to ask you to sit on Jim's shoulder, but I don't know if you're going to respond to Silver.
Nope.
Cool.
But I can sit on Jim's shoulder.
Sitting on Jim's shoulder. Basically, with, again, on either side, Silver's going to position, like, ask you, Mr. Incredible, to be right on Jim's right, Dench on Jim's left, with, like, a semicircle, so that when you fly in, again, it looks like Jim Hawkins is this intense pirate with a whole giant crew of demons, aliens, monsters, all behind him, carrying Ken. It's a power thing. Silver has been around pirates to know, especially with this, you need a power thing.
And I'm going to be on my board.
Oh, yes! So Jim is hovering on in. Jasmine and then Mr. Incredible.
Two things. It starts with a slightly paranoid, maybe not paranoid question, but about, like, how long the poison stays on my blade, and if I can, like, have it on there and it'll, like, last throughout, just in case if I break it
Because
out.
you just came the 8 hours, yes, the poison is still up.
Okay.
Because you have a magical poisoner's kit for your sword, so it is still up, I think, for another 8 hours.
So I want all my, like, non-magical weapons, like my rapier and my oldest 2 daggers, to be, like, clearly displayed, but my actual magical daggers, including the one I poisoned, to be hidden on me.
So interesting looking daggers
everyone can
visible.
See, like,
the
art,
real
but the
weapons
good stuff is hidden.
Yes, Mr. Incredible.
So this is partially towards you and partially towards Jim.
Okay.
Would it be possible, and would it be alright with the captain, if we meshed Orcus's head into the helm somehow?
Cheers,
just
please.
for additional intimidation.
Like he's our big dad now.
You see, Silver nods, looks at you, Jim. Jim, if we put a bloody head on your ship's mast, I don't want to tell you how to decorate your ship.
It wouldn't be the first time that has happened. So, I mean, fair enough.
You see, Silver, like, laughs, his arm turns into
Flint
a giant...
owned this ship.
He turns this into a giant butane torch of an arm, and it's just, Silver's gonna start welding the head onto the masthead. So this Orcus's severed head is going to be the mast.
Why did the Imagineers do that? We're good
I
guys.
know.
We're good people.
So, are we good?
The heads of all our defeated lords hanging from them.
Here we go.
He was
As-
the reason why we're the rogues, guys.
The
okay?
rogues, you guys are the more intense,
We're
honestly.
the rogues.
As you guys head in, and
Well, I'd like to real quick.
Yes.
I'd like to real quick ask Z, the sword, like what its thoughts on all of this is, what it thinks, and what, like, I don't know, along those lines, you know.
You see, Z, the Sword of Zarya. Z goes, "Well, I've never liked pirates. Way too severe for my taste. Honestly, I feel uncomfortable. I might not really talk if that's okay. I don't think...
That's fair.
You know, I am literally a sword and property of people that steal for a living. I'm probably gonna not talk."
Yeah.
Fair. That is fair.
Yeah, so, yeah, your sword... Because, like, you can have the Sword of Zarya in your hand. Not gonna say a word, though. Not draw attention to itself. The Eric Cochran comes up to you. Oh, welcome. Are you here for you see the Eric Cochran was looking at the clipboard and stops mid-sentence as it sees this array on the ship. Again, Jim writing his solo board, Morph, Orcus's head, all these people behind, kind of stop just... Hello? Who are you?
We will be landing there, thank you.
State your place, excuse me, protocol.
Okay. I will be landing there. If you want to know who I am, talk to him, and I'll point to Silver.
You see Long John bows low, presenting his royal lordship, James Pleiades Hawkins, Lord of the Stars, Slayer of Demons, and Rider of Wind and Fire. He will be landing there. As you see, his arm turns into a giant laser pointer and just outlines this deck.
It's right next to the Meridian.
Yeah! Jim, not even a second thought. All of you see, that's our old chip! Yes, you see... Oh, all right. That will be spot Beta 3 next to Gamma. But Beta 3, I think it was Jim Silver. Just, are you questioning his lordship? And I'll see Dench behind takes the cannon between his arms, puts it over one shoulder.
I put one of the balls into the cannon.
Miss Eric Cochran
I just get ready.
I'm so sorry.
Starts immediately. I'm so sorry. Right away, your lordship. You guys land in the water right next to the Meridian. Which I will say, at this point, no one is on deck, as you guys have just, exhausted, because it's that, like, well, let's figure out where to go. So, it's like, okay, that's our ship, but I will say, fun fact with the rogues, as far as you know, the Imagineers are here.
Yep.
You don't know that the ship is traded hands yet. So it's that very natural, like, last you saw it was parked in Corona with Rapunzel, so it's that, okay, good, they made it too. We really did need to loop up. As you do so, I will say, this is where, as you all cut, we now cut completely away from all these groups to the Kingdom of Sumani City. In Sumani City, we see in the council chambers, well, actually, I'll ask Nathan. Nathan, you have just finished an intense fight. Your joust really took a lot out of you. What would you be doing right now?
Well, right now, I feel like I would just, see if I can take the vampire sword.
Yes, you can. This is a beautiful looking onyx bladed sword. Looks pretty cool, Cadel. As you are doing this, what I will say is, you hear a knock on your door, and you see Belle and Snow White are there. As Snow White looks at you, Cadel, just, excuse me, Cadel, I come with news. Is now a good time?
Sure, yes, please, come in.
You see, they both come in. Belle has received a vision, as well as I received word from King Arthur and the Imagineers. I believe there may be danger. To my understanding, is it alright if we send you somewhere?
Where am I heading off to?
You see Bell at this point just apparently a pirate hold, but the Imagineers are there. They need to. I don't know. Can you go help them because Adam and I need to deal with something here?
Yes, I will do that. And just like, I'm gonna put my hand both on her, and it's just like, I'm willing to do this for you. Ever since we go through everything we go through, I will call you my sister in battle, and I call Adam my brother in battle.
You see, nodding. Snow White says, "All right, this is a teleportation. You will have to find your way back, unfortunately. But now that more of teleportation circles are online." It means they are working and functional on the ley line, so they are online. Here we go. Snow is going to start casting a spell. Cadel, you feel vroom, 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 as stepping through the teleportation that I say you would probably choose to fail because it's that like you did consent to like, okay, send somewhere. Cadel, you step outward into Shipwreck's Cove. Cadel, you, and this is what I'll say, you have all your information you have gained from your adventures with Adam Bell. You guys have gained a lot of good info. And you need to find some of these Imagineers to help them out. So, Cadel, I would love for you to give me a perception check, if you'd be so kind.
All right.
Don't mess this up.
I've been rolling well this entire campaign.
Cadel dice.
Cadel dice. Cadel dice.
Let me just check my page. That is a 15.
Ooh. On a 15, Cadel, you are looking around and seeing all these ships flying in, pirates. I will say, you don't seem too out of place again. Intimidating looking armor again, this beautiful, that purple and green motif. You don't seem like weird here, but it's also that like if I probably just stop and look, I will. So as you're moving and looking through these ships, you eventually see what might be the Meridian, the ship that Snow White and Adam and Bell have told you a bit about. But you are noticing, as you are looking at this ship, it seems to be empty, as someone has already exited this ship. So as you are looking, though, Cadel, realizing, okay, the Imagineers may not be here, we cut now to a final ship coming out of the Astral Sea, cutting through into the waves. The Imagineers standing on the deck of their new ship that they just got, the Lion's Revenge.
This is the Walrus.
Formerly the Walrus.
Formerly the Walrus,
This
but
is
now
the Walrus. I thought the Walrus
twin masts of each now with an emblazoned lion's maw, gaping tooth on either end to go into their enemies. The Imagineers, you are all appearing out of the Astral Sea here. As you know everything's going on with the Brethren Court, as you are not the only ship coming out, though. Close behind is a ship with jet black sails, jet black deck, jet black everything.
Yes.
The Pearl rides into Shipwreck Cove as Jack, being well and persuaded by Dumbo, will ride in. And as you come forward again into the sea, Jack Sparrow, the Eric Cochran that comes up, is going to have to actually kind of decide. Comes to your ship first. And I will actually ask, which of the Imagineers is piloting the Lion's Revenge right now, do you think?
I'd say probably Peter.
I think Peter's probably the one with the most experience.
We've been letting him do it, yeah.
So Peter, and again, a lot of practice. You actually had a bit of trouble getting into the Astral Sea because again, it's that like how do you dip into the ethereal?
Yeah.
But as you come out, this Eric Cochran just state your place.
Peter Pevensey.
Peter, the Putrid.
Peter the Magnificent.
Magnificent. Not Paul the Malicious.
You should say yes.
No.
No, all right. Because he's looking This is a pirate's ship. I mean, this matches description, so he's not like turning you away.
Can I message to Peter what to say? Because it's literally, you are Peter the High King. We have slain Flint and are in possession of things of great importance.
You could
we
say-
will dock here and point to where the other Imagineers are.
Because you all look, hey, is that the Meridian?
Yeah.
Again, everyone knows the cool
Son of a
shit.
gun!
Dumbo, yes.
Son of a bitch. Has my Tesla car.
And here we go.
So,
Dumbo, then Riot.
Dumbo will have stayed on the pearl with Jack.
Oh, gotcha.
There we
So
go.
you're watching this from Jack Ship, because...
Because using the name, we have slain Flint, and we have great importance with the council. We will dock
There we go.
here. We go.
Now just repeat that.
Flint?
Yep.
The
Yes.
Captain Nathaniel Flint?
Did he stutter?
Yes.
No,
It's like
a
the
lot
third
of
time the
pieces
dude
are
died.
Clicking for me. I've had a long day. All right, fine. You can dock in Alpha 3. Just right there next to that one. Just take a spot.
I'm gonna give him a gold coin tip.
I'll keep it.
All right.
Doesn't want a cracker.
Dumbo, as you and Jack sitting on the ship, this very grumpy now looking Ericog just, state your place.
Yeah, I look at Jack.
You see Jack. Jack Sparrow, Lord of the Caribbean, I've got my little ticket. You see Jack Sparrow pulls out a flint, you owe me money.
I would like
There's
to,
nothing together.
can I make some sort of dexterity check to disarm this Eric Cochran?
Go for it, yeah. As this Eric Cochran, realizing who this is immediately gunned to this
So
dude's
do
head.
you want this to be a save or an acrobatics check?
This is acrobatics.
Let it kill him.
So a 20.
20. Boom! Goes off just above his head. All right, on your feet. All right, I guess I gotta kill you too. Where's my powder? Because these are old flintlocks, you know. So you realize it's while angry, it's not like violent. He's not like you're not rolling initiative.
Yeah.
But you see this dude as he's grabbing. You see Spartacus. Right, I owe you money, and I totally remember that. Ramon, my friend. I do have the money, and it's in fact on that ship as those are my piratey friends that I've brought along. He points to the Tiger's Eye, which you guys are now getting ready to dock. They can help you out with my debt for you. They're keeping hold of my money.
I will kill him.
Yeah, see,
I will
to
kill him.
The ship that's not the Lion's Revenge, Dumbo will not.
Dumbo nods. Yeah, sure. As you see, Ramon just, I'll hold you to that. Remember, I killed my family. I'll kill you. And you said, Jack, of course, Ramon. I remember that fondly. You smashed a lot of eggs that day. And as Ramon flies away, he turns to you, Dumbo, just,
What the fuck?
I don't think he really meant it. He's just a little clumsy.
You gotta make an omelet somehow.
Hey, to make an omelet, you gotta murder your Eric Cochran family.
It must be a shoe bill.
As we see all these ships coming in, this is where I'm so ready for this. I would like every single person to make me perception check.
Yes!
Oh my.
Okay,
Dumbo wins.
Yes, or if you have to
If I
I will explain. This is going to be for everyone a perception-based check. If you have two characters, obviously roll for each. If you have modifiers or separate abilities that allow you to do stuff with advantage or other stuff, I'm going to allow because I understand most of your characters. We're going to go, don't tell me your rolls out loud yet. What we're going to do is in groups and increments so I know who has what. So just once everyone has it in their mind, go ahead and raise your hand so I can see once everyone's hand is raised that we can go forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
I do. I can do
Simple
simple
math.
math.
I do.
Here we go. We got Kato, we got Jim.
I believe in fairies.
Oh no. Did you say that out loud?
You do believe me.
I was saying that in reference to her.
Oh no.
That wasn't Nick,
Oh,
that was Logan. But I did say that. Logan said that out loud.
Okay.
Oh no.
Logan, you have just been introduced to a horrible thing that the Imagineers made a
Yep.
joke about a couple sessions ago.
Yep.
Interesting.
We're
That's
so
so
terrified
cool.
about what
No,
he's
it's
doing
not.
behind
No,
our
it's
backs.
really not.
So that's important to know that those
Something
words,
somewhere
even when you're
is
not
happening.
saying in person, something might happen.
Great.
As I like dealing not only in roleplay and roles, but in what you guys actually just do as people. I think it's fun. So thank you.
Did you just drop
This
like-
wasn't on the contract.
This wasn't in the deal.
Don't.
Listen, the
What?
the
You say
production
do or
manager
don't?
did it.
I didn't
Okay,
say
I'm
it
good.
either.
Believe in fairies.
Oh, I said I do, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it
Probably
again.
better.
Not gonna say it again, but things happen. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Please raise your hand if you got a 5 or higher. Okay, excellent. 10 or higher. Keep your hands raised. 15 or higher. 20 or higher.
This many of us?
Who got a 25 or higher?
Oh my god!
Excellent. Here's what's going to be fun then.
So many.
Phoebus got a natural 20.
Phoebus, yeah, did anyone else getting natural 20? Dumbo did?
No, this is Phoebus.
Oh,
yeah.
Phoebus.
Dumbo got a 29.
Excellent. As we go through, what we see, the Lost Ones, as you see, Barbosa has like, boom, skeletal form kind of coming out again to look a little more intimidating.
And withered.
Jim Hawkins sailing through. You all have a very, very similar path.
Question, just as because you know they were able to kind of prep and look intimidating, and we're kind of getting that vibe. Can I suggest Megara go forward as our front?
I will actually say, not right now, because for you guys, it's that like, okay, we're with Dumbo and Jack. We're just
spell. I tell everyone like if we gotta be
Lou hasn't
intimidating.
cast it
sorry.
yet, though. That's a fun little fact there. We'll get to that.
What?
Okay.
As you are all coming forward, all of you see what seems interesting. A grand group of pirates with a man sailing aboard a solar ship, or a solar board. A group with a skeleton man leading forward, each with their own magics and intrigue. A group of people that seem to be a little hodgepodge, but all of you seem to recognize Jack Sparrow. And finally, Cadle, seeing this knight of green and purple armor, horn that a couple of the Lost Ones have met before. All of you see each other. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in an open roleplay. As you have all convened on each other in this main path, heading towards what seems to be this large main building.
Jack Sparrow.
Hector!
I take my sword, I point it at Jack and go, you come near me and I will kill you.
You see
Let's
Jack pulls
see.
out both pistols, points
I
one
pull
at you,
out-
points one at Meg. Alright, who wants to kill me? Let's
I pull out a
pistol.
pistol at Jack.
I think this time I like just smack this gun away.
Alright,
point
then I'm
one at
pointing
Jack.
at the small fairy. She doesn't like me either. Who doesn't like me? Everyone doesn't like me.
No,
Jumbo's gonna pat Jack's
How
head with
about
his
a
thumb.
ship back?
Alright, you want to talk to me? I think that doesn't mean you want to kill me immediately.
Can I
He's my
Pistol
friend.
at Jack's sword at Jim.
Jack Sparrow
Oh, no,
stands
that's
next
Rapunzel.
to stands next to Mr. Incredible, but you see he goes,
I go, wait, Rapunzel, isn't that green one the one that could talk to you?
Rapunzel! Hi.
Mike! Oh, it's Mike! Hi!
Hello?
Hey!
I just.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to meet you! Pascal, look, this is Mike!
Well,
I
Jack-
know all about him!
Mike, this
Rapunzel!
this weird little creature, and Jim Hawkins.
He's a lovable little creature.
Jim Hawkins, Rapunzel has said hello to you, or Jim Hawkins said hello to Rapunzel.
Hi, Jim!
I actually want to
You
step
owe
forward
me
as
so
she's
much
screaming.
money.
I'm like,
Actually,
Jim
no, you know
Hawkins.
Raya.
Jim Hawkins, you are now in debt to the Queen of the Fae of Commandra
Wait.
under our jurisdiction.
Wait.
Because I have paid off your
Whoa.
debt in full. And I pull
You
out
wanna
the
know how
card
much
of
it
the
was, Jim?
Of the Dwarven Dad.
Okay.
Wait. I've never even met you before. What are you talking about?
Hey, Jim, you remember how you bought a hammer and a bag of holding? I say bought, you stole. Well, guess
Okay,
what?
first of all, I bought a bag of holding. I stole the hammer.
The hammer. And guess what? He's been trying to get that money back, and he got interest.
He's been trying to reach you about your hammer's extended warranty.
I think Jasmine looks at us and puts an arm
Hey, he doesn't know about the hammer.
That's why you don't promise to pay for things. You just steal them and don't get caught. That's what I did.
Oh,
Dumbo just
speaking
shrugs.
of, where's that Flint guy? Flint.
Yeah, what happened to Captain Flint?
That's Flint guy.
I mage hand pull Flint's body out from the cap, like on the deck.
Flynn's body is gone. You
I
only
meant,
It dissolved.
Flynn.
I meant to say Flynn.
Oh, Flynn. Eugene.
You see,
I did not say
Flynn
that.
Rider. Yeah, you don't say it, but obviously, Flynn Rider comes forward just like, I don't like a lot of people asking for me.
Hi.
Do you?
We accidentally ran into some gingers who now
The Stabbingtons?
Sure,
Exactly,
twins,
yeah.
and they're coming to
They want to kill you.
claim your life.
Flynn's
What
gonna
time
make
is it?
ooh, quick
Today,
history.
tomorrow?
There's another
People's interest.
group of people who
Flynn, nat
want to
20
kill
is
you.
history. Just wait. The Stabbingtons
I mean, they sure
One
have
with an eye
everything.
patch, one that smells like he eats nothing but anchovies.
Yeah.
Listen,
Gosh, that's
this
what it
is
was.
very important. They didn't like
Yeah, they
cut
did.
their hand.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's not
Did
his
they cut their hand
fault.
against you?
Against Flynn Rider.
He okay.
No. Not.
I
It doesn't
don't know
matter
what's
your
happening.
name. Did they look at you and cut their hand?
Absolutely.
They're coming for you.
Cool.
That's blood magic. These guys are the worst kind of blood hunters in the profession.
I'm gonna look dead
Names
at
don't
you.
mean anything for them.
I knew it!
Now you're pointing at him.
Because it's his fault we were even there in the first place!
You want to justify yourself right now?
No,
By how stupid that logic is?
As I was searching,
let's all be nice. We're all friends.
I said, let me go in alone, and if he was like,
Flynn
oh, look
that's
like
a
Flynn
talking
Rider.
fish!
Hi!
Boom! Everyone's on phone!
And I am raising my
No one can literally say a single thing. There is a silence now.
And then as I'm speaking, it's like basically I'm kind of
You don't have a message?
yeah, and like I'm casting. It's like, all right, everyone, one at a time, because I know we're all trying to kill. All right.
A, he already knows, and B, can you be a little less condescending, please? That was Meg, obviously not. Raya.
Shut up, witch. But yes.
Raya, remember the
I
last
has
time
been
you fought with
egging on Raya this entire time,
Yes.
and Raya's
Raya,
like, "That's it. I've
remember,
had
you
enough."
don't fight
All
with
right,
Meg.
gang. We're
Doesn't
all
turn out
trying
well
to
for
kill
anybody.
Hades. Let's all work together. Okay, we will figure out.
Hey, did you just say that out loud?
He knows.
Message.
As the rogues, we're the ones who already know he knows, remember? Because, like...
But like
knows.
anybody else walking by.
Hey, August. Nemo wants to
1, 2.
cast message on Jack Sparrow. You knew my father?
What?
Oh, you look like him. You do, but all fishes do look the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have only met other one-talking fish.
He wanted me to tell you that he did it. He stopped Davy Jones. He killed him. Well, technically it was Mike that killed him, but he...
You see, Jack Sparrow comes over to you, unscrews your lip, and kisses you interior.
Aww.
Isn't that kid a child?
That's terrible.
Like how you kiss a
The
kid.
water around me turns like brown.
Please tell. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so
Please
gross.
tell your father I
Rest
owe him a
vegetation.
fish debt, and I will do anything I can.
Well, that's the thing. He also had to sacrifice himself.
That is even better. Now I owe no one anything.
Wait.
Thank you very much. Good news. Excuse me?
You said what about a fish debt?
Well, you see, I did owe a little fish debt, but now the fish is no longer.
But I would
Like
assume-
raising a ship from the
Wouldn't
dead
all
is a big debt.
Debts go to their next of kin?
You see, you would think that, but it's quite nice in pirate code where you can just kind of say, nah.
That is the best part, or else we'd be tearing each other apart like ferrets.
We very much
I just
would be.
wanted to
Hector.
dance.
But
Just wanted to
you
walk.
died,
I
I
just wanted
died.
to
Well,
dance.
not you were.
You
You
just
lost.
want to
Want him to
dance?
Dance?
Yeah, we dance all the time with Peter Pan. I want to see him dance. It'd be funny.
Oh,
I
I'm gonna have you roll me a persuasion check. What, Miss Incredible?
For
Yes.
everyone.
Can I
Almost
talk
like
to
7.
Jack?
This
Oh,
feels
yes.
like
I'm
understand
sure
I
that,
was wrong.
like, essentially what I'm going to say is,
The other person
I'm sure
that
you
just
already know, but I just wanted to make sure in case you didn't. The coin is back in its resting place.
You see, Jack
what?
is. Ah. Yes, of course. I suppose that means you're not.
That is rather rude.
Hector, I'm talking to the man who doesn't want to kill me.
I suppose
And
that
I
you're
like to
also
listen.
not.
Ah. You see, I figured that out long before you put the coin away, mate. I just steal a wish spell.
Back when he killed me.
All it required was me seducing a princess of a planet, stealing a young prince's birthday present, and sailing on the back of a sea giant space turtle.
You guys
should
think
try
that
it
was
sometime.
harder or easier
That
than what we
sounds
did
like
for
a
us?
I don't
Yes,
know.
right after you killed me.
Sorry,
No, I
did someone
don't.
Sorry,
mention wish
good to meet you.
spell?
You're
Here
also.
we go.
No, he-
Merida, then
Not anymore.
Phoebus or Dumbo.
Dumbo.
And I hold up my skeletal hand once.
So,
So Merida's gonna go to Esmeralda and thank her for the bow.
You're
Because Flint would not be dead without that.
yes.
Nor any of the demon lords that we just nerfed.
Thank you,
And then I'm
Arthur.
gonna
Nice.
thank the rest of the
Lost
lost
ones.
for saving Hans, even though he's an
All of you
enormous asshole.
stop
Yes.
as you see. it's that crowd kind of parts. All of you see Andrew is standing in the back and looking at you all.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
Hello there.
I heard that I need to apologize to you for kind of letting your secret out, but I hope that worked out for you.
I mean,
No hard feelings. It just means that every person now knows that I tried to murder someone 10 years ago, that my current identity has been burned, and that I probably am wanted in every state.
hey, most people here have probably killed someone, so it's fine.
Yeah, I killed Davy Jones.
We're literally among pirates. I have put my wallet somewhere none of you will ever find it.
Fair enough. Smart. The other person interested is
As Meredith, you and Andrew kind of like in that thinking then. Yes.
So, using all of the resources at his disposal, Dumbo, on a roll of 34 stealth, would like to go scout while everyone's doing these pleasantries.
Dumbo, I will give you this. You are starting to scout. A lot of pirates are congregating. Some big pirates seem to be going into this big building. Again, this is like what would have been like the captain's quarters, but again, giant ship that's upside down. So like this big old captain's quarter area. And Dumbo, on 34, you clock Nick Wilde, who ever so often is staying in the shadows invisible, because you have a 34. That's broken. Another important thing, actually, Dumbo, you're doing that quick count of like, all right, we've got the rogues, obviously the Imagineers, seeing the lost one. One person sticks out, and that's this knight in green and purple armor that is very obviously watching you all. Like, some of you have like, oh, we've met him before, but you're noticing no one's like talked to him. And Dumbo, you have no clue who this is.
Cool. So after doing that little scouting thing, appearing behind said armored man, just silently, 9-foot-tall Loxodon, tapping you on the shoulder. Just looking at you in the face.
I'm just going to quickly activate my my retractable blade on my buckler up to his neck. And it's like, who are you?
Ooh. Yeah, Trunk will sort of just gently push that out of the way, and then just gesture towards the center of the group and like pat you on the back, pushing you along into everyone's view.
Yes. All of you see Dumbo kind of escorts Cadle inwards. Again, some of the lost ones you've met Cadle, so like it's that thing. But for a lot of the Imagineers, rogues, and even some lost ones, you've never seen this dude before.
And who are you?
What be your name?
My name is Cadle. I am from Sumani City. I was sent here by Queen Belle and Queen Snow to investigate what was happening here.
Cadle, as you look around, Mr. Incredible and Cadle, I need you to make me Constitution saving throws.
Yeah, as you say that, I immediately am reaching for them.
No one else? Just you two con saves. There's a bunch of paladins here, though, so there is a few auras going on. So
Oh
there's
yeah,
like a
Cadle,
plus
you're
3.
gonna get a +3 from being next to Dumbo.
Plus 3 you, plus 3 Mr. Incredible, plus 3 from Cadle also. So Cadle and Mr. Incredible, please make me a...
And Kronk as well?
Kronk's not here.
Plus
Plus 9. Oh, plus 4. So, excuse me, a plus 10, Cadle and Mr. Incredible, to your con save.
That's not gonna help. I have a feeling of it.
23.
That is a 19.
Oof.
23 and a 19. 23-19! Hey! You love to see
That
it.
means Randall just comes in.
That's it.
Solely walks out of a door.
Body him.
That's
No.
it. Go home, everyone. He said it.
As you both look at each other, again, Cadle looking through, Mr. Incredible, you meet this knight's eyes. As again, full armor, he hasn't even taken his helmet off. Piercing green eyes. Cadle, as you see Mr. Incredible, Cadle, both of your heads burn in pure anger and radiant energy. As Mr. Incredible, you hear, kill him. Cadle, you hear, kill him.
I kill him.
Good night.
Wait,
Hey, Mr. Incredible,
Can I?
as your captain, I tell you not to kill him.
Oh, this is in their heads. This isn't like out loud. That's the whole
Oh.
part about it. Sorry, yes, I forgot to mention that.
Can I do an insight on him?
On him? Yeah, go for it. Roll an insight on Cadle.
Like, or I don't even like.
I would also like to divine sense because the last time I met Mr. Incredible, he was a fake and was demonic. So, yeah, I'm not gonna really like this. And I'm thinking it's just like,
You know, with Mr. Incredible's track record, he's probably still going to be demonic.
You know.
Yes, please.
So, August, I was just there. So, like, I guess maybe not an insight, but, like, investigation to see, have I seen him before? Like, any information.
Yes, making an insight. And, Cato, you are divine sensing that, like, let's full info on things around us.
So that's going to be an
18.
There's an undead.
I'm going to say, Cato, what would Mr. Incredible get on an 18? Like, what would he get? He's trying to figure out who you are, what you are. What do you think he's going to get on this for you,
he's saying
Cato?
that he just came from Sumani, that's like my hometown, and I was just there.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that Cadle is cursed.
Something about him seems horrifyingly familiar, Mr. Incredible.
Birds of a
Cadle,
feather.
on a divine sense, Cadle, here's what you get. There is an undead, celestial,
Okay.
I have no idea.
celestial paladin, celestial fae,
Well, celestial-
fae,
Charles is the celestial.
morph is a unknown. The unicorn here, Cadle, is celestial. And Cadle, as you divine sense Mr. Incredible, there is no fiend. That is important to note. But, while no fiend, intense celestial. Cadle, it's like looking through...
okay.
Fiend.
Oh, yes! Mike is technically a fiend, Mr. Incredible. Or, excuse me, Cadle. As looking at Mike, but nowhere near like when, because Cadle, you did do a divine sense around Orcus and know that kind of power. This is like, okay, this thing is fiendish, but fiendish, right? Not a big thing.
Would Jasmine also be fiend as well?
No, actually.
No? Oh.
You did some stuff.
Oh, interesting.
You did some stuff.
Very interesting.
But Cadle, just like when you're looking at Christmas lights, and one of the Christmas lights turns into a supernova in front of your eyes, divine sensing, Mr. Incredible, divine celestial magic burns around him, and you hear again, Cadle, kill him now!
Do I recognize that voice?
Cadle, you've heard this voice many times before.
Can I just say, I know what you're thinking.
Sorry, yes, you can.
I've been there as well. We can work this out.
Well, Cadle really wants to punch this guy because it's just like, he's been compared to him countless times and it's annoying. And it's just taking a lot of like force to like try to retract the blade, but he doesn't want to.
Okay. Yes, it's that Cadle holding back a punch. You're not wanting to do this, but there is the feeling there. Here's what I will ask. As you're going through, Mr. Incredible, you're starting to realize too, as the voice once again goes, kill him! You've heard this voice before.
Hey,
As Mr. Incredible, this voice sounds horrifyingly familiar, as it's a voice you've heard only a few times in your life. Go ahead and make me a history check. As Cadle, I would actually love you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Lovely.
Make sure you add a plus to that for my aura of protection.
Actually, yeah, and Peter, you're a paladin too. Do you have...
Out of curiosity, is he making a save against a charmed effect?
He is.
He is immune to charmed while he is within 10 feet of me.
Oh, yes!
Thank you.
So, Cadle...
And can't be frightened either.
I will
within 10
describe
feet
what
of
happens in a
I'm immune
second.
to frightened 16.
16.
Those are the best.
Mr. Incredible, when you first gained this back, you sought out a singular entity long ago. This voice is that voice. And I will say on an 18, Cadle is not just cursed. You both realize the burning sensation in your eyes is a very strong oath that you have made that you think he may have made as well at one point.
Oh.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Wait a sec.
That's what I will give you. Cadle, I will now describe what's about to happen.
Oh boy.
As you are doing this,
Are they going to kill each other or start making out?
hardcore. No, that is something we don't.
Hardcore murder.
You could cut it with a glaive.
As you see, Cadel, you feel a hand on your shoulder. You were always a failure to me.
Ooh.
Do it. Mr. Incredible, you hear, this is a challenge to you. Kill him.
Real quick,
Can I tell if he's like thinking, like deep in thought right now?
I think you're both, easy passive.
Could I get a like?
Can we all
Could I get a jump on it if I just went?
Oh, I've got like.
If you went for it, you could.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Cadel and Mr. Incredible only, please roll me initiative. As again, all you see this, it's that weird like, look, Mr. Incredible, I've been there too. And suddenly Mr. Incredible is about to punch Cadel in the
I'm going
face.
to cast Spare the Dying on both of them.
Spare the dying?
Don't kill each other.
Spare the
Just
Dying's a
go
cantrip.
down.
It's a
good.
one-time
I will
use.
say, first we're going to do Mr.
Instantaneous
Incredible and
effect.
Cadel.
You're right. I already did.
It makes them.
No, instantaneous
Yeah.
effects.
Oh, 21.
If they're down.
Yeah.
What was that, Cadel?
Okay.
That was a 21.
21.
It means I can play
Mine
check.
is a.
Oh, I've got
I
it.
could just force them to take
18.
Well, we're not in this initiative.
I need that.
Yes, this is a solo initiative, as I will describe what happens. Cadel, as you feel this fire ripping around you in your mind, you realize that it is a physical fire. All of you see swirling arcane hatred and flame has erupted around both of them in this maelstrom of anger. As Cadel, you will be acting first in this initiative. You have your weapon. You see Mr. Incredible has suddenly, boom, squared up, punches coming at you. What would you do, Cadel?
I would definitely like to, because I don't want to like just divine smite this guy or hellish rebuke him, because it's just like I dislike this guy, but for me it's not worth making an enemy out of a potential ally. And
Yeah.
why would I listen to this voice? He's a douchebag.
The voice, not you. The voice. Yeah. So.
Oh
Cadel,
yeah, I was talking about Mr. No, I'm just kidding. No, just messing.
As you feel this, Cadel, so what would you like to do? Because it's that I don't want to hurt him, but you have options. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm gonna retract my buckler blade and just use it. And it's just like I will do a couple hits, and then it's just like I'm gonna also say, give me one reason why I shouldn't.
Go ahead, Cadel. I will say, roll me your 2 unarmed strikes. So that D20, you're just gonna kind of like try to bop it, and then give me a reason.
Twist it.
Okay, 25 for the first one.
25 hits.
20, synth 20 for the second.
Synth 20 hits exactly. So, Cadel, your strength bonus actually isn't big. So, Mr. Credible, you'll take just like 4 points of damage as Cadel, boom, boom, gives you 2 solid just jabs to the face. And you hear just that, give me a reason. What would you do?
Can I do a free like insight just to see how much he might have left in the tank? Like, if he's just gonna keep hitting me for 4 damage, like, I want to figure out like how much more he has.
Yeah, give me an insight check. It's that, again, you're both fighters, you're both paladins, and that, like, what can he do to me?
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He looks like, I'm gonna say, he could do this all day. Like, 4 damage, but, like, he's also beefy like you. It's that it's not like your kind of damage where your fists are just these weapons in of themselves, but you're noticing he's not using his weapons. If he were to draw his sword at his back, or this, like, sword in the buckler, that could be bad. But right now, he's just punching.
So, the voice that I heard, was it Ares? Okay. Oh.
You want to fight?
That makes sense now. I was like, why?
If he just waits a little bit,
I'll,
politics is
yeah, I'll
gonna
go
kick
for
in.
it.
And they're all
Go for it.
falling out
Mr.
of
Incredible's
the
punching
rather
back.
than
With Phil.
forward.
Phil. Mr. Incredible. Phew, black sword, this beautiful polished granite black sword, slips off through Mr. Incredible's bag of holding. And you see Phil. Oh, what's going? Oh, hello, friend. Oh, we're fighting.
It's Phil.
As suddenly, yes, you are fighting.
I love
Go
it.
ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh, great heavens.
So great. So that's gonna be a
Thank you for letting me throw a pillow on your head and then
27.
27 hits.
And then I'm going to do it one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
One more
That's a
time.
crit.
That's a nat 20 crit.
That's a 19, but I
Oh, a 19 because you're a fight. Yeah. Mr. Incredible
That's
crits
a
on 19s.
29 plus. That's a 30 something.
30. Yeah, that's a hit on Cadle. So a hit and a crit. And I will describe what's about to happen for all of you. Yes, you. Even though you're not in the initiative, you all are here.
Okay, so that's gonna be.
And Phil gives you a +3 for both of those as well.
They slide. Little flow.
And I'll do. That's gonna be 16.
16
Oh wait, no.
For your first hit?
for both? Well, I mean, yeah, Phil is only just a great... I mean, it's not like it's a ton right now.
19.
19.
That's with
As you hit with 19 points of damage to Cadle, Mr. Incredible in your ear, smite him.
I'll smite
Hurt
him.
him.
I'll smite him.
Oh.
If Ares just waited until the court, there's gonna be people clawing at each other in there.
Come on, buddy. Wait your turn. People will die eventually.
There'll be bloodshed. Don't worry, somebody's gonna.
That's gonna be another 12.
Another 12 points. Cadle, you take these 31 points of damage as Mr. Incredible takes. All of you see Phil, this black blade, fire ripples along as boom, boom. You see armor slightly dents as Cadle's brunting this attack barehanded. What everyone else sees, Cadle and Mr. Incredible, it's just you two. You're duking out, you're fisting. Everything around you guys is boiling fire. And you see behind Cadle and behind Mr. Incredible, giant visages in these flames of men with helms. The one behind Mr. Incredible has plumage backwards. The one behind Cadle seems to be this rather like intricate plume lifted off, up, and down, right? Two different designs. But the faces, while very indistinguishable, seem exactly the same, as both figures are pointing weapons at each other.
Hey, Festus, what's going on here, dude?
So he.
I thought
Hey,
we
yo.
were supposed to be friends.
Can I do like passive, like just
it's
a
a
message to him? Just be like,
Yeah.
I went to hell and back waiting for this fight.
Oh my gosh.
Bubble.
You guys are ready, and yes, everyone can do something at once. Anyone that wants to intervene, bubble, wall force.
Politics, resilience, fear.
That's what I was gonna
Resilience sphere around.
I'm casting that same one.
Yeah.
Suddenly, here's what's gonna happen.
I'm casting fly in the bubbles.
Bubbles around them, so boom, boom, suspended, wall of force in between.
Scatter.
Scatter everything around.
Not in between. Like that scene
Oh,
in Rat
bubble
Tattoo.
around
Wall
them.
of force bubble. Like he can't get out without
that scene
disintegrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm casting Opulence Resilience Sphere around.
You do one around this,
Yeah,
you
and
do
I
one
do
around
one
the
around
other.
Cadle.
And here's the best part. You want to do it?
Yeah, before any kind of bubbles or anything go up,
Yeah.
Merida, she's just kind of hanging out with Angus. She shoots both of these people with darts.
For unruly guests.
guests to pacify them.
And so, not only in the bubble, Mr. Incredible and Cadle, as you are both, two little darts in both your necks, as Merida, like, I'll say you literally from the hip, it's out like, alright, boom. You are
Does it have
both
any
asleep.
effect on me?
As the asleep plus all the damage, as you guys are now suspending, the second that
question.
sleep is out and the second everything. Yes, Nathan.
Would that still affect me with my character stats?
It would actually, because fun fact, this is a magical type of sleep. For Unruly Guess is a dart that is great for any kind of creature. So that's important. But yes, important note. And Mr. Incredible, yes. Yes, it would, because again, magic effects can be casted on you, but something hitting you, again, like a spell attack. Yes, no,
It's like using a
important
magical
note.
weapon.
Exactly. So, all this happens, boom, they're in these spheres, tons of wall. The second they are asleep and in the spheres, all fires disappeared, visage disappeared, and you guys just see these two asleep giants of men just slumped in bubbles. Oh, well, and fly, so suspended, kind of float.
Kind of cute.
Kind of cute. What do you guys want to do with this?
Do we carry them with us up there?
Should we take him back to the ship?
Oh no, wait, he's new.
Can the
I was about to say,
rogues
everyone's
be
responsible
responsible for Mr. Incredible and just take him along like a balloon?
Dumbo will lift Cadle onto his shoulder and just carry him.
I mean, Mr. Incredible is in that little force bubble.
Yeah, right. So it's that, and well, it's like, and whereas he would be with the rogues, you could help just in keeping that on, just like
float along.
Guys, we can tie a
Here we
rope
go.
around him and
Raya, and then maybe Jasmine. Jasmine. So Raya, then Jasmine.
Mine's kind of more
then-
of a fun little flavor thing because she has a lot of cooking supplies on her. And it's like, okay, so where are we settling? I'm going to make a soup, and they're both going to eat it. And now you'd be thinking, no, this has no magical properties. It's just normally when you share a meal with someone, you can meet them.
Jasmine, then Esmeralda, Barbosa. Sorry, I'm going in order. Jasmine.
Cool. So Jasmine wants to be insightful for a second to basically figure out, like, she's seen Mr. Incredible possessed or like influenced by magic or anything else. Was this like some entity, whatever was going on with all the magical effects and stuff, something was like influencing Mr. Incredible to like go off the rails, or it's like, no, the idiot just started attacking someone out of nowhere and we need to like lock him up until we can trust him to not be an
Smart.
idiot.
Go ahead and roll that, Esmeralda.
While that's all going on, I'm going to walk up behind Phoebus and be like, can I see if there's any kind of glyph on him?
On who?
On Phoebus.
On
From... Because I knew the moment they did that, I'm like, it's not on Finn, it's on Phoebus.
Go ahead and make me a quick investigation
Okay.
check. Then we had Barbosa.
I'm being investigated.
Also, what
Peter,
did
did
we
you have something? I couldn't remember. Were you raising your hand?
take
No.
off the
Okay.
stabbing
And so now,
Is the meeting
then,
tonight or in a day or two? Because I want to know, can we do the real thing? Or should I probably get to the meeting?
Here's what I'll say. Because, yeah, you guys had that plan. What I will say is, I'm just quick rereading it. Yeah. Yes, that would work. You know, again, now that you're here, it's basically like, obviously someone knows, so it's like, oh, they're on their way. They might just be getting a drink. There's no, like, rush or like, oh, no, we're not arriving. So, but you do know eventually you should keep going. That's important to know. And, yes, you can do that plan. And so, Nemo.
Yeah, so I got a 24 in that persuasion check to Jack, but I want to say something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. Hey, Jack. Scratch that and don't dance. He was the one that actually killed Davy Jones. If anyone, you should probably owe him something.
Alright.
I am the one who slid his throat.
I can give you one small favor. Nothing sexual, but everything
Not wanted.
practical.
Not wanted. And plus, I'm one of the ones who, like, actually liked you. So, maybe, like, a slightly more than small favor.
I liked Jack too, you know.
Like a
killed me,
medium
that's all.
favor?
That's the only difference.
Small favor.
Okay.
And nothing involving rum.
You lose trust for him.
Esmeralda, what'd you get? As well as
So
Jasmine.
I got a 14.
14. You're not seeing it, so it doesn't look like there's a visible glyph. So
Instead?
no, because unfortunately it's that not in even a creepy way. It's like that kind of pat down, like, okay, is there anything burned? Is there anything good? Nothing physical seems to be on him, which might be a good sign, right?
Okay.
Because you've seen, like with Andrew, when he had that curse on him, it's a very obvious thing. So Phoebus doesn't have that.
Can I still smack him on the shoulder and cast Remove Curse?
Ooh. Yes, you may.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Remove curse.
fixing it in 1 sec.
I'm gonna also
Is there something
just
on my back?
Also, can cure,
So
like,
with
every-
remove curse,
Just
all
like
curses.
me.
Okay, you remove all curses on him. Yeah.
But somehow it's not.
Yeah.
right hand, right? It's-
Excellent. I will make note of that.
Actually, yeah,
So,
never mind.
with that one, when you wake up, Mr. Incredible, I would say, Jasmine, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Jasmine, you're not sure. But what you know, you've seen Mr. Incredible go insane. You've seen a demon erupt from his throat and become this horrifying monster.
Yes.
That was not that.
Being the strong guy
But-
needs to have paybacks.
There was something almost possessing the two men. Not physically, right? I never really got a charm off because of those auras. Something seemed to have possessed them. But Jasmine, you're not really that kind of paladin holy order. But maybe if there were some people that were paladins of some kind, they might be able to start looking.
Can I
Can't stop
talk to
Fox.
the fairy?
In a moment. Yes. So Jasmine, would you like to ask the paladins for help?
I'm trying to think. Would I recognize anybody as paladins? I guess with my perception and insight or whatever. I
Well, it's
probably
like
would,
also
like,
looking because it's not like, okay, well that dude's got a
yeah.
symbol, that dude's
Yeah.
that dude. Okay,
Especially
these guys
on
are wearing
his
armor
feet.
with symbols
If
of
you
some
look
form,
on
like
Dumbo's feet, there may be something to then give away.
little winged sandals around his
Yeah.
elephant feet. Yeah,
I
like-
forgot. And if
paladin
you
or
are the
Andy.
more roguey-looking paladin, I'd probably actually talk to you about. Like, yeah.
what I would say is, I actually would like though. You're going to talk to Dumbo. The three of you then are going to make me religion-based insight checks.
I was wanting to insight what was going on there with Hephaestus.
Exactly, yes. That's kind of what this is you're rolling a religion check, but it's for insight. Dumbo can do it with advantage because, Jasmine, you're going to give him that, like, hey, I know this wasn't, like, a true possession of evil.
So insight or religion?
Religion
Wow.
for insight.
Likewise,
sad.
while that's going on,
Could clerics also join in?
No, actually, because again, there's a difference between a cleric where a god is giving you something and a paladin where I'm going to the god. And a warlock where it's
I'm
like, we're
calling
going to
Dad.
make a pact. There's a lot of semantics.
I'm calling Dad. Dad's
oh
calling
boy.
you. Or
So here we go. We're going to
we call
go,
each other.
Peter, what'd you get?
24.
24, Dumbo?
Anybody call your
22.
parents
22?
I rolled a 16, 18.
18. Here's what all three of you know. Again, these remaining paladins that are here are looking at the two men in these bubbles. You're realizing that whatever just happened was a godly will.
Oh.
Almost as if a god was trying to help the men, but in opposing ideals, right? If you ask a god of life and a god of death and their paladins meet, but these two men, it seemed the same, right? Nick, you're getting that obvious, like, it seems so similar. You've met Mr. Incredible a few times, you met Kato only the once. They do seem pretty similar in that vibe, but something was different. Dumbo, you're seeing in terms of this thing, it's something that with whatever just happened to these men, it's as if their patrons wanted to fight, but you're realizing there were not patrons plural. It must have been patrons singular.
Yeah. So,
Peter, your highest one, in looking at this, it's as if a god turned in on itself. It's the only thing, Peter, you could possibly explain. You're kind of, again, getting that same thing, and all three of you, but Peter, it's that it's a god that suddenly split on itself, because it was more than just two gods, it was more than just one god. A god that had opposing ideals. Dumbo, yes.
So, fun fact
That's
about
dangerous.
steeds is you can speak telepathically to your steed as long as they're within 1 mile, and I think my shoulder's within 1 mile. So, to Timothy there, just Dumbo in his mind, him is like, well, be interesting to see what Hermes knows about Ares having split personality disorder. And then just leave it at that.
Timothy goes, imagine that.
I think it was clever and worth a try.
It was clever worth a try. Clever
worth
worth a try. Clever worth a try.
While they're doing that, I'm kind of like, okay, knights, clerics. I want to see if there's anybody here. Like, where are my people? Where are the thieves?
Where are the thieves?
Are there any thieves?
All right, rogues, raise your hands. Yeah.
All the rogues.
Well, I would actually say like rogues, warlocks, the kind of vibe. You're trying to like, okay, well these are paladins. Is anyone here down? Like, but no, yeah. You're quickly realizing Barbosa. You already know about, of course, Nick and Esmeralda.
Yeah.
But it's kind of that like, yeah, Jasmine and Jim Hawkins seem a little more I wouldn't even say seedy. I would say fluid, shifting. Like, again, a rogue knows when to, like, not be center of attention. Like, some of these people are like, I'll help, and I'm gonna stay in the bag. And so, as you're all doing this, there's not much, shall we say, in terms of the bubbles. Because with the bubbles up, you know that they'll be up, like, even if these guys wake up, as long as it's up, they're stuck in them. Like, which is very helpful.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like, you couldn't even teleport if you had that kind of magic. It's literally like, you're in a bubble now.
So the only thing that can work on them is disintegrate?
Basically. And that's even on the bubble itself.
Can food go through the
No.
bubbles?
Nope.
Food spells nothing.
It is a quick little prison for
Only
both of
food.
them.
That's it.
No, shatter. Spells
It's
don't work.
okay,
on
I got
it.
disintegrate.
Disintegrate's one of the only spells.
Violet.
Well, or, of course, choosing to drop the spell works. And what I would say to you guys...
Oh, that's how we... It's like, you want dinner? Behave. And we'll pop the bubble.
Yeah.
Does Mr. Incredible have a family?
I will eat with him.
Here's what I will say. Do you want to wake them both up? Because now that they're in, you could, like, Merida and using the people who did something, basically wake them. No, I would say at this point, you're in this, like, main road, but again, there's a lot of alleyways off to stuff. So you're not, like, even with a larger group of yourselves, you could move and, again, a lot of pirates, no one's going to question a bunch of pirates standing in the road, right? Like,
Can I bring up an idea?
yes.
Would it be smart to find, I don't know anything about this place, clearly, but is there a place where we can find some kind of privacy
Yes.
without the eyes, lots of eyes watching, where there would be
Brothel.
a lot of space? Where
Nobody
just-
walks into those
It
rooms.
sounds so bad, but like a community.
I would actually say that's very unfortunate, Barbosa. That actually would be one
Nobody
of the
looks at those
But
rooms.
yes.
Just in case, if they're going to fight, we have space to keep them separate. And if we can have a feast of any kind, there is space to prepare it.
Soup
If you-
in the brothel?
No!
We are not bringing Clerics and Tiger Lily into a brothel to actually eat soup.
There will
That
be
is
no
so
prying
bad.
eyes. I'm saying this.
But it would be fitting.
Shelby, don't encourage her.
Alright, it's full circle. It's full circle.
Full circle.
Here's
Yeah.
what I will say. I'm gonna make a quick roll
God.
because that's an idea. Because all of you guys are having these ideas, these plans. I will
I
give
know
you this.
No one looks at those rooms.
Between
So you have-
Barbosa and Jim,
Oh no.
you guys could go basically rent a room. Like all it takes is I'm a lord, get out. So it does not have to be a seedy place. You could just say, "Oh, is this an inn here?" Leave.
See, Jasmine was just gonna like
But the
throw Mr.
company.
Incredible back on the ship with like whoever's still around.
And you're gonna stay here.
Well,
Yeah,
and
no, yeah.
technically, August, I'm sorry, you also have Hook too.
Hook is actually
Is he
somewhere
still
different,
gone?
right? Again, he's got to make sure he doesn't run into Jim until the quote-unquote right moment.
Gotcha.
Anything before, he's making
Uh-oh.
precaution.
I didn't really see what's still
Whoa.
Yes, yes, yes. Um,
Not supposed to run until Jim to the right moment.
well, no, yeah.
I'm a pirate lord sitting
Well,
here
but you guys
right
very
next to
obviously just met. Right
Obviously,
now.
just left. It's because it's checks to hide. Like Jim Hawkins
Yes,
and
go
James
get the
Hook
milk.
has a. Yes, he's out for milk, and no one can know of the double meaning upon that, right? So, Hook is making sure that when he sees Jim, it looks completely out of the blue natural. For you meeting up with him, it is that like, oh, we're all here and we have mutual friends. It's got to look like that for Hook too, but he's planning it out.
Sweet. Then I'm gonna go to an inn and be like, we need several rooms. More business.
Innkeeper, just done.
But
Pirates leave in a
while
few
they're
minutes.
doing that,
Out.
can I
everyone.
perception check? Do I recognize any thief?
Please tell me it's a brothel.
No, not
the
yet.
name. Gotta be
As
the name.
Do I recognize
Barbosa, you found a pretty good inn, which to the left of the inn seems to be an armory, to the right seems to be a brothel. I will give you that. I'll say the
Soup for the brothel.
soup for the brothel. But you guys have this space to
My
yourself.
only question is, as the pirates are shuffling out, are there any former crewmates of mine that I recognize leaving?
Maybe some
No, not yet. But what you
Nine
realize,
boys?
Barbosa, this inn,
No.
you look at the title and realize this is the Yargly Ducklings.
Oh,
Snuggly Ducklings Pirate Outreach.
Yargly Ducklings.
But everyone leaves. you guys have the innkeeper's going to stay because obviously you're a bunch of pirates. He's not going to trust you alone, but he's going to stay at the bar. So if you want to buy drinks and stuff, he can be there. But beyond that, he is staying out of it.
I believe I might have to modify memory if we ever need to get information away from him.
Oh. Yes, Nemo, then Esmeralda, and I think, did you have your hand raised to... No, you messaged me. Sorry. So yes. Oh, and then Nick. So 1, 2, 3. Nemo.
So, talk of clerics under Tiger Lily and private rooms. I'd like to get all the clerics under Tiger Lily together.
Cool.
And
Okay.
I have one
Sounds
question. Teodalma's not going to be here for the Brethren Court, right?
No.
Or Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Nor Davy Jones.
Can you guys all
We
have
don't
t-shirts
have
and say, I'm a
that-
cleric of Tiger Lily and all I got was the stupid t-shirt?
We don't have that godly presence presiding. Do you think
have
we
the
could have
pieces that make-
Lily substitute?
Here's
doesn't
what I will
like
say.
pirates.
She doesn't like pirates because Rapunzel, you
But
knew Tiger
if
Lily.
it's all
Pirates is
clerks-
literally one of Tiger Lily's biggest
She
no's.
really
Like pirates did so much in her life that even though she could possibly like learn to forgive it for people like Hulk that are trying, pirates as a whole are one of her big no's.
Set the scene. You are a tiny, small girl who was captured by a bunch of men, ruthless pirates, and your only hope is a flying boy.
Hashtag Donald Pirates.
She had a bad
They've
thing.
killed a lot of her friends.
Esmeralda, yes.
Hook's crew.
Like as you, because Nemo, it's easy enough to bring the clerics
Yeah.
together. Esmeralda, what did you have?
Okay, so I just want to ask, did it feel like my remove curse? I have two things. Remove curse worked.
You're
Did it-
not sure actually. Fun
Okay.
fact with remove curse, if there were curses on him, they have to be gone. So it's like if there's curses, they're gone. But was it a curse or was it something
Was
else?
it
And so it's
something
like
else?
that's a little bit of that unknown.
Curses for blood hunters.
Okay. And
So
then
it's
second of
curse.
all, I want to find just a private place, and I'm gonna cast divination.
Ooh. Would you like to do it with the clerics or just on your own?
Group call?
They
Group
can
call? Group
help,
call?
but this is personal questions.
Gotcha. No, that's fair.
So I'm just gonna find a little place. I'm gonna set it up, and okay. So sorry, I'm just reading the spell. I'm just setting out just random little things, Molotov cocktails, like freaking gunpowder, everything that I know, all the fun stuff. And I put out like pieces of candy.
Yeah, something
other-
for her.
Yeah.
As you're doing this and your game questions ready, Nick Wilde.
Just three things have happened to Nick since he's been here. I just want to go over them really quick.
Yes.
One, after seeing Will with his own board, Nick immediately goes, "Oh, thank goodness."
Nice. I think that's perfect. As you're like, because your board I think is actually on the shelf for you.
Yeah.
But it's not like, okay, I don't have to like give it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Secondly, upon hearing it's all your fault and a general lack of care, Nick is incredibly dejected. You know that feeling of like having a really good day and then someone just tanks it completely? So he is invisible and completely dejected right now.
Okay.
And number three, he feels useless because he saw paladins of the same similar gods and the difference in power still.
Yeah.
I'll fix it later.
Yeah. I'm trying.
You didn't notice,
But
plus
yes,
Nick is
Nick,
invisible.
your feelings and what I would say is Nick, from Hephaestus.
He very strongly fought against pickpocketing the pirates as they were leaving, which is a huge.
That's a big thing for you, actually.
Huge step back.
Nick, well, as you're watching though, what you're realizing is seeing these sleeping forces. People are kind of getting ready. It's like, okay, are we ready to drop the bubble, shake them awake? These are powerful people, and you're a fox with a flying board. I will say it's a very natural feeling, and that some of the lost ones, maybe not on the same scale. As you guys are realizing, it's like these people, they decide to duke it out and almost burned you all alive just on 2 hits, let alone a full battle, right? It's a insane, like, look at the power difference where Cadel didn't even use his weapon. Cadel was using his fist. Mr. Incredible used this insane sword. And it's that, whoa.
The people that scared Nick in the past, being Frollo and Vasilier, look tiny.
Yeah.
I take that as a compliment, actually.
And Cadel,
pretty nice.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah.
For you guys
Like,
compliment, for the
okay.
last ones, it's that
we're supposed to stick up and stand with these guys.
These guys?
Dude, I'm not scared.
Hey, we like you guys.
Hey, I'm not scared of anything. I've died before. I want to
Here's
die
what I
again.
will
Any talk
It
with
pains.
Kappa, this is kind of in relation to Nick's thing, right? I would have cast my true sight spell, which means I would have seen him. Can I walk up a bowl of soup to what other people would see as nothing in the corner?
You have true sight. Sure. As you think you're invisible, suddenly this like will become like pointed ear, like very interesting garb, comes up and is holding a bowl of soup out to you.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Or I hold the bowl of soup and I look in a different direction. I'm sorry, I have the ability to see invisibility.
Oh.
I can get the vibe that you're not comfortable right now. So I'm gonna set the soup here, like I set it on the table next to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna set it here.
I'm not gonna run away.
No, it's I
like
don't know.
like I'm not. I may look like a fox, but again, I'm not a full. I'm a
wasn't
human.
insinuating you running away.
Yeah, I mean, you're still not looking at me.
Also-
I'll come out of invisibility.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it comes out. Yeah.
Sure.
Like, we're chilling.
Okay. And that's why I wasn't insinuating you running away. I was trying to make it as comfortable as possible for whatever you needed, because I have just. My name is Raya.
Understandable. Nice to meet you, Raya. She's incredibly magical. Immediately intimidated.
I have a like weird ADHD question about her true sight. Does she see a random tiger roaming around that also is probably invisible?
She does not.
Oh, interesting.
She does not.
Okay. Interesting.
Here's
Thank you for the
something
soup.
important to know.
Oh, yeah, my monkey's
I'm
there.
incredibly comfortable.
Okay. And if you need any other breads, it's going to be on the main table in the middle. So.
Perfect. I'm
Let
gonna
me know
go
if you need
hide
it,
under the
okay?
table.
Excellent.
You're
Here's what I will say.
Nick!
Jim Hawkins.
Oh my gosh! Hi Jim, how's it going, bud? I can call you that, right?
Good, good. Long time no see.
Yeah. How was hell?
You know, it sucked, as you know.
I know.
You got a girlfriend.
It was.
He seemed
You
as well
cannot
as
say it
Boba Fett.
sucks that
Actually,
bad.
as they're talking, I'm going to slowly push Jim away.
She's pretty dope.
Jim
She's
Hawkins,
pretty
we have much
and pretty
business
awesome.
to
We
discuss.
can look to the west.
With
Good
that,
luck.
I will actually say,
What was it?
We can
Rapunzel,
go to the west.
you
What?
get something
Alphabet.
back from
Right.
Davy.
Oh! Now?
This
Already?
is important for everyone to know.
Also, I was trying to appeal to Davy's everything, which is why I sounded really
Here's what
weird.
you get back. Davy. Davy.
I love Davy.
The cleric of Dionysus. One of the
Yeah.
only other.
Davy Jones?
sends
No.
back.
No.
Oh, they thought Davy Jones.
Yeah, they did.
I need quiet again. Hey Rapunzel. Crazy. Hope you're doing okay, but yeah, I guess I can make that. Do you have clerics that need juicing? Because, I mean, it's always a party. Listen, I'll send you a list, but yeah, give me the ingredients, I'll make it, and I'll send it on over.
Yes! Okay, cool.
As Nemo and Esmeralda, you'll probably need to tell them first. God juice is something clerics of Dionysus have. It is the literal juice that Dionysus made that made him a god.
Tiger Lily was talking to me about juice.
For a cleric, by drinking this juice, it would make you a level 20 cleric.
Yes.
Even if you're
Oh, that's for me.
If you have a few levels, it goes up to. So Esmeralda, you would still keep your rogue levels. It doesn't like override it. So well, and it's helpful too, where you're like, oh, I don't want to lose those. But Nemo, for an hour, if you drink the full an hour of being a level 20 cleric, as well as Davy's going to give you this. I've been thinking. Don't know what it would do to a lot of other people, but
Here we go.
probably be helpful if, I don't know, like a paladin were to drink it. Because,
Give the fox wine.
And basically, if a paladin were to drink this, they would have advantage on everything for an hour.
Holy hell.
Not the same as clerics, because for a cleric, boom, suddenly you are a level 20. Paladins doesn't change any of your levels, but if a paladin were to drink this, that's insane.
Yeah, I have a question.
3 very powerful paladins.
Yeah.
It's liquid, right?
3?
Yes.
It's liquid.
We've got liquid that a fish could breathe.
Swimming?
Yes, like
Dude.
it's something like you would swim in it for an hour, and then eventually you'd have cycled it through the tank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's
Okay,
what I would
interesting.
say.
I was a level 3 cleric at the time when I first got it, and I was able to cast Resurrection on a beheaded Davy.
because the remaining levels she hadn't had yet goes
We
up.
cut off
So
Davy Jones.
you would be able to be a level 20 cleric for an hour.
I'm still worried.
If the Imagineers can get the ingredients for Davy.
Oh, we got this.
That's it. May be what you guys need to do. Here's what I'll go: 1, 2, 3, and something will then happen at that point.
Well, just because if people were like having this conversation out loud, I think probably Meg would be the one to say, speaking of ingredients, does everybody have the stuff?
Oh.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Through message.
Yeah, through message.
Through message.
Through message, she doesn't have message. If
Oh,
anybody
but
wants it, yeah,
Phoebus
guys,
will
we're going to
message.
do it.
Why do you think I asked you about
Is this
this?
Meg or Jess?
Meg right
Meg,
now.
okay. What stuff?
Actually, I don't know if you guys had responsibilities. Were you looking for keys? Maybe it's just the rest. Who rogue somebody from the other party?
Morph is gonna pipe up. We have 6 schism wishes.
We have the herbs and 2 of the other components.
Yep. Through message again, Phoebus will be like, are these items you need to keep hidden and separate?
These are items that we need, again, through message, to combine to...
In my true sight, do I see these scrying bubbles?
Make a tincture to turn Hades mortal.
So
that
then
we
the
can
tavern
kill
keeper doesn't get suspicious.
How
I'm
many
gonna
do
pull
you
out my
need to
loot and go,
make?
as many as possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I will ask the incomplete sounds because I will help describe for you all through the messaging that is going to be occurring. Your goal, of course, is making items that can kill one god in particular. Currently, the Imagineers have 2 keys of Hades, which is like the material, this kind of like metal magic artifact level stuff that's needed to be the base. The Imagineers also have a lot of the herb components, right? What we would think of like that medicinal, what might be the literal thing that would weaken him. And the Rogues have 6 vials of basically wish spell energy. Pure, unfiltered, no consequence, which have to be used, though, because of their deal with Asmodeus, just for this. They can't use it for normal wish kind of stuff. Well, Morph has 1 that Morph worked her way around. So, meaning 1 wish per item, plus the ingredients, would make an item that could make Hades mortal. Here's what I will ask, because I know a lot of people have questions, so I want you all to kind of like digest this for a moment. And I will start answering what I think might be preliminary questions. The herbs almost aren't the important part. What the Imagineers have could easily fill a lot. When you boil down herbs, dilute it, get that mixture you need, that's not your problem. Right now, it's the fact that you only have 2 keys of Hades currently that the Imagineers know about, and that the wish energy that the Rogues have means 1 wish per god-killing thing, or god-mortal thing. So you can't, like, overlap it anyway, because this is big, powerful magic. From this, going off of hands, did anyone on Zoom have questions? Sorry, I just heard that.
No.
Okay, sorry, I thought I heard. So what we'll do, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, there's a lot of people. We are literally going to go around the room. Because I know everyone's going to have a question. So think of just 1 question, because again, people are probably going to overlap. We'll start just going, and if you don't, you can just pass. You could say like, oh, I think I got it, or so just, and questions only, so here we go. Morph.
How many keys do we got?
2 that you know about. Mr. Incredible, anything? Well, you are asleep, but if, yeah. Sorry, Thumbelina, anything?
Do we know where the other keys are yet?
Currently, no, but again, you have imagined you might be able to start looking for them or talking around after we get through the questions. Peter, any big questions?
I'm good.
Okay.
How many of these mortal, god-killing objects can we make? And could we make maybe an arrow, perhaps?
It's, when making them, 1 key plus 1 vial plus, some of the herb makes 1 item.
Okay,
Meaning,
so we
it
can
could
make
be an
up
arrow,
to, yeah.
it could be a potion bottle, it could be a syringe. Again, the wish spell is what makes it in. The only real thing is it has to be somehow a physical thing, because unfortunately, being a thing that can make a god mortal, it could break. Something could destroy it, right? But it's the wish spell is what would create it, and so right now,
we could make an arrow.
it could be an arrow, and right now, out of the 6 wish spells and the 2, you could make 2 right now. And I'm not going to say this in a, you don't know how many keys you might have or know the whereabouts of. That's just like literally in this room right now are 2.
Could make 2.
Phoebus?
One combined into the final item. Would these perchance be less than 6 feet in each dimension?
Correct. Yeah.
Perfect.
If you were to make them that way, you could say like, oh, I want an 8-foot-long javelin.
Oh no, we need them within that because Phoebus has something that'll help in securing them until they are needed.
Excellent. Esmeralda?
Okay, so...
Preferably... sorry.
Oh, sorry,
You're okay. Has this information been shared with the last one so that they know what they're trying to do?
Yes, this is like a big, where I'm just going to say there's so much to roleplay, we've condensed it into like, you guys are learning this.
Okay, does the thing that I got from Peter have to do with anything with that?
That's something different, but very important. It's that kind of level, so you know it's important.
Okay, then that definitely changes the question I was going to ask with divination.
Okay, so I will bring that up too if you want to bring it up to because I think Nemo especially.
Yeah,
we're gonna go. Jasmine May, anyone question?
Yeah, basically like where can we go to like have the facilities to like make this and like not be observed
Here.
to have okay.
It's the wish energy does it all. You don't need an armor, you don't need anything.
But is the barkeeper just like watching this happen though?
The barkeeper right now, Raya's trying to distract him to keep him away.
Okay.
Jim and Nathan, yes, you guys will get a question too, don't worry. Raya, anyone question? Eleanor, anyone?
Are you going to do an ankle
Eleanor?
dance? Yes.
Anyone question? Anything you want to ask? Yes or no?
With the tinctures, I'm pretty sure I'm on board.
Yeah.
It's more of, questions to do with the wishes, there are absolutely no repercussions whatsoever.
Yeah,
Could we make a tincture with a wish spell that could have a repercussion?
No, these are deals with Asmodeus. There's a lock in place. Jim Hawkins made it so that the rogues didn't have to spend a lot. It is it's a dangerous pact where on the river Styx, if you don't use it for it, there's nothing else it can do. It literally is just gone.
Okay.
Mike, any question?
Could they go in fireworks?
They could go on a firework.
Yes.
So, if you were to mix the wish potion with the god juice,
couldn't do it because unfortunately, except for the one morph has, if this wish is literally used for anything else other than a god-killing item, not only does it just negate it all at once, there is repercussion from Asmodeus because of the River Styx pact. So the rogues would get screwed over, right? You broke one of the holiest oaths, right? That's how they got 6 of them, but it's that like so you couldn't like add it in with the juice. But smart.
But to kill his godhood, so he'd still be mortal.
Yes, what it would do is Hades would go from being an immortal being, impossible to kill, to a mortal, he's got a stat block now.
Okay. I'm just wondering if we, like, very, very strange question if we'd be able to save him.
Oh, Nemo.
I
love you.
No.
I
We
love
went
you,
over
Nemo.
this with Sean.
This was an
We went
hour.
over this.
This was an hour last session.
Last time you did this, you ditched us, and I threw my monkey at you.
It's okay, Nemo. But yes, it's that you with Hades. You probably think already know. It's that natural.
I
like,
know. I was just thinking.
I have to ask Barbosa. Anyone question?
This is a roleplay question to an NPC. Now, Jack, presuming you got in here, I assume you've gotten all your things back.
If it's a piece of 8, we're gonna deal
No,
with
it's
that
not
later.
a piece of 8.
Nope. Only talking.
Compass.
Only dealing with
Yes,
the wish
it
spell.
is. We need no locations.
Oh, for the other
Yeah! I'm like, I presume you
I'm
got
about to
all
like, no,
yours.
trust me. Pirate Court comes after this. No, Jack has compass. We'll get to that.
Yes.
Any big question?
We have things.
Jim Hawkins. Nope. Everyone once, and then maybe we'll get to
Okay.
other stuff. Jim Hawkins.
If we are making these things into items, do not make them into items that are easily lost, such as bullets or arrows. We should do something along the lines of daggers or something easily reused.
What I would say is Jim Hawkins. Good to note.
But if you miss,
If you miss
that arrow's
break,
gone.
It might be better. Yeah, if you're doing something that's like a dagger, it might not just break, but there is a side effect. No matter what item you make, if it doesn't hit Hades or if it breaks, that's it. So it's, whereas, yes, it's important to know it could be smarter to make stuff like a dagger or a sword or something, because then it might not just be like, oh shoot, I missed on my arrow and suddenly we're doomed. But there is that, it could still, even on a dagger, you slice at Hades and you miss, and maybe that's a wish. It's that you will not know until you try it. So important to know, as you are all, again, Everyone's going to talk about this. All of this is that question, that natural of like, let's all talk to each other. Do we make an arrow? Do we do this? Can this do this? Do this?
So,
Esmeralda
Yes.
and Riot, you had one thing together. What was it?
Okay. So we rolled to distract the bartender, and
Yes.
then I also have my divination question.
Yes.
That I gotta throw out there.
16 for a dance, 23 for music. I'm also adding a minor illusion to make Esmeralda seem just a little bit more hot and less road worn. You know what I mean? So
I'm taking a bath.
I don't know. I mean, like make your hair more intricately braided, or
Yeah.
like, you know, like that. Kind
Make it look interesting. The bartender seems distracted enough to be like, all right, I guess they're just having fun, talking, magicking, singing. What is your divination question? Because then we also might throw in the thing you have right now.
Okay. I'm just set it up, talking to Lily. We need to find the rest of these keys. Where can we find them?
Could I give her guidance on that?
Yes, I will.
Hey, do I happen to overhear that? Because I have some wild magic stuff in case if things don't happen.
I like that. Thank you. Yes. Go ahead. With your divination.
I don't know if I roll or you roll.
No, fun fact, it's no roll. I offer a truthful reply, basically, from Tiger Lily.
Okay. Does it have to be a yes or no question then?
It's not yes or no. It's not like other ceremony where you have to yes or no. It's basically like I have a big spell I'm using. Please something answer. Spell doesn't take out circumstances, so you need these keys. The answer you would get from Tiger Lily. You have more than you think.
We have more keys than we thought. That's good.
All right, boys, empty your pockets.
Jack Sparrow has his compass, but you see he is only going to put it in Dumbo's hands. As that's the only person he trusts. As before you walk out, Dumbo, I will say, because that's fair.
Okay.
To do a watch,
Yeah.
he's going to put the compass in your hand. Just, all right, our deal is met. And just that
Oh, I guess I did have a question.
Yeah, I'll slip it in the vest.
quick question, then 1-2.
Okay.
Death ring.
Yes. Oh, Death Ring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is it?
Give it to Agatha. Last you saw.
Yep, we did.
Might be able to come back.
Okay, I remember that.
Hey, Jack, small favor. Can I poke it?
Poke what?
The compass. Just poke it.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. He wouldn't even let me like think about it last time. So
he's like, all right, small favor.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
That is the favor.
yes, Jim Hawkins.
Oh my gosh, she's counting that as the favor.
Yes, Jim.
How in the world does he have the compass? Because last I checked, it was lost on the 8th layer of hell.
Watch the sessions!
Watch the sessions, Bryce.
Yeah.
No, to give a brief...
That's 20 hours a week.
I know. Mephistopheles, Oz, the Wizard of Oz, stole the compass from you. Oz has had a deal with Hades and the bad guys for a while. He pawns off magical items. Compass comes up on his radar. He gave it to Flint. Jack Sparrow stole it back from Flint. The Imagineers found Jack Sparrow and tried to rob it from him, but a lot of stuff happened. And Jack made a deal with Dumbo, basically saying, all right, I'll trust you because you're showing yourself to be trustworthy, where you can hold it. It is mine. I want to keep it, but I will let you have it or hold it in exchange for like that, and I know you'll give it back, and you're not going to take my ship, steal my stuff.
It makes sense. It was his in the first place.
Yes, this is Jack's compass. This was always it. He's the one that found it, made a deal in the first place to get it. So, he's going to place it in Dumbo's hands. What would you try to look for?
Gonna flick it open because I had a strange sinking feeling last time I ran into Agatha that something was wrong.
I knew it!
So
The witch is up.
Dumbo, being Dumbo, I'm curious, if we wanted to do the math, how fast would 360 feet every 6 seconds be?
Well, here's the fun fact. I will ask, what are you looking? Are you looking for a key? Are you?
A key.
Your compass points to Mr. Incredible.
I would like to
What do you
perceive.
got?
As
I'm not
again,
gonna talk
Mr.
to you.
Incredible and Cato, you guys, while asleep, everyone, they're slowly waking you guys up because we're not going to afford another fight. You look at Mr. Incredible. He has an ornate silver ring on a finger.
Yeah,
You have to give it
Dumbo will approach Mr. Incredible and just gesture him off to the side a bit, just slapping him awake gently.
Okay.
Just like poking you with the
awake now.
trunk, and then pulling you to the side.
Oh.
Kneeling down so he is eye level with you, because he has a 9-foot-tall Loxodon.
That's kneel. That's not how blades work.
No, that's how Dumbo works.
Mr.
He's
Incredible,
a very big boy.
this Loxodon's looking at you.
Hello.
Looking at the ring on your hand, he just... That is a key.
No.
What is that?
How did
I
that
guess
come in the
doesn't
first
want us to
place?
be horsemen
Wait,
anymore.
Is the plague ring a key too then?
We'll get to that in a second. Mr. Incredible,
The handles
sorry.
were broken up.
Mr. Incredible wouldn't
Gusto.
even respond. Like, he'd be just so...
Yeah,
wait,
Dumbo will tap
wait,
you
no.
on the shoulder, just nod and stand up and flip the compass open and look for a different key.
Look for a different key. That's a key
Oh.
there. Another key.
No.
That's what I got.
Here's what I will say. Cadle,
It's 'cause they're all 3 keys.
there was a gift given to you before you left.
Oh.
As Belle saw something in her vision. There's now something pointing at Cadle.
Your Dumbo will approach Cadle next. You carry something.
DM, what am I carrying?
Yeah, Cadle, you didn't really think about it too much, but realized, oh yeah, when Belle gave me like a pack before I left, I thought it was food. Cadle, inside, you, again, your party's been holding on to this for a while. The Ring of Plague.
Right, okay.
Because we the rogues gave it to, well, Hannah gave it to Adam.
Hannah
but
gave it to Adam,
was
Adam gave it
too
to Cadle.
smart to give it to
And basically,
Agatha.
again, Adam and
No
Belle,
dice.
and we know, again, Belle being the Oracle, Cadle needs this. She saw, and what it could be done, she didn't see, but gave it to you, Cadle. This is what you see.
Don't put it on. You will.
Yeah,
Dumbo
I
will
still
simply
want-
nod.
Don't put it on.
That is a
Okay.
key. And then stand up.
I do want to just be like, Belle gave this to me for a reason. I will, like, hand it to him.
All right.
We all die.
Dumbo will take it.
Do a perception, like,
Freaking newer.
divine sense, just to make sure we're not being scribed.
I will say, there are so many paladins and so much true sight. I will tell you as a party if anything tries to look at you that is fiend or or like bad guys. Like if that level occurs, like maybe like even a celestial, even if a god is trying to look at you, I'll let you know. Like there is not a lot with perceptions, divine checks, rangers. You guys are almost every class of D&D at level 12 or higher. I cannot have anything enter this bar and not tell you, otherwise I'm not a good game
I'm undead
master.
celestial. Feet walk into a bar.
That's
One
really
walks
my
out.
thing
Are
at
there
that
any
point.
gods looking at us?
Dumbo's the only one that'd be allowed to make a perception.
Yeah.
Because
He perceived Walt
Dumbo's
Disney.
passive perception is 29. My dude is the one that
Really?
would know.
That's how?
Um,
I
so-
made a guy with
Well, passive perception and a paladin.
33.
Would I have noticed the ring? Because
Yeah.
I wore it for
Years. That's the Ring of Plague.
Okay, so I go up to Dumbo, be like, do not put it on. I put it on, I died instantly.
Dumbo holds up just the fact that his fingers are thick, bigger than the ring.
I mean, if you want me to, I will gladly put it back on because I won't die again. But
Yeah, you can tuned.
oh, I'm attuned to it. If you want someone to hold on to it, who will know how to use it until we need it, I'm happy to hold on to it. However, it is up to you since you
Okay,
are
on my
a.
passive insight of 24, do I trust Thumbelina?
She might want
I would say maybe enough. It's that like she did
Okay.
hold it. If she want, kind of like with Miss Incredible, you didn't take the ring from it. It's that
Yeah.
again, all of you are that we do have a level of trust being heroes.
Yep, so Dumbo will give you the ring.
Yeah, it's not great when Kato and Mr.
I'm
Incredible throw
actually
punches,
surprised.
but there's no like you holding the ring again.
Can I put it on?
It's on site with these two. For the
Slip
rest
it
of
on.
us, we're chilling.
She's got 2 belts.
All that power feels
She
there
might not want to
again.
give it back.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I will
it's
make
a-
sure I give it. I promise I'll give it back, and we can.
Dumbo,
use it
on a
I just
33,
really missed it.
there is one celestial presence in this room that doesn't seem natural. Again, divine sensing, high perception. That seems to be coming from the bartender.
Oh.
Cool.
Is it Hermes?
I'm going to sort of step back, let everyone continue their conversation, disappear, and appear behind the bartender, just behind the counter, just be like...
The bartender turns, winks at you. I'll leave. Dumbo, he saw you the whole time. Even when you disappeared.
Dionysus, I think.
Only one thing in the world has ever truly seen you.
Oh, yep.
The bartender's gonna set down his glass, walk away.
Okay.
What is
Is this Walt
Dumbo
Is
is
it
like...
God?
Yeah, Dumbo just nods again, stands up, flicks the compass open. Next
Compass.
key.
Kamina's
Next
right.
key.
I'm sorry. Could you clarify? Was that supposed to be Walt Disney or was that freaking Hermes?
No.
Dumbo, as you move, the compass is going to point you the closest one. There is one that seems to point you eastward, but unfortunately you don't know what eastward is because Shipwreck's Cove,
Yeah.
astral seeing in.
Perfect.
You know where it is.
Dumbo is going to go to Raya and be like, may I borrow your robe that I gifted you? I will return soon.
Where are you going? Oh no.
And
I'm very
Dumbo will...
interested.
Can I go actually? Do you want me to come with you?
Yes, if you would like.
Here we go. We will quick do this because again, Dumbo is insanely fast, and you have an astral seek code.
If it's Agatha.
Yeah, so actually you can keep attuned to it then because
Yeah,
you
I'll stay
can...
tuned to it. I know.
Teach her a lesson.
As through the astral sea, all of you, we will cut back to everyone else in the party as you're gonna start finishing up and going to the Brethren Court. That is the big reason you came. Dumbo and Raya, you pop out in a place you've never been before, either of you, as a gigantic wall stretches all the way across, and
corpse.
smoldering fields appear on one side of the wall in a large semicircle. On the other side, a grand army of elves are packing up. Dumbo, the compass is pointing you straight to the ground.
Did we not notice?
Just in the ground. I'm gonna sort of like...
You start looking
I use the creation spell
in
to
the
create a
destroyed. Again, there's like bodies, things. After a while, you find a gleaming silver sword.
Can I pull it
Oh
out?
my gosh, we were so stupid.
As
We
you
were right
appear,
there.
Dumbo, you hear, "Excuse me." Frollo is standing behind you.
Oh,
Teach
no!
him a
You're
lesson.
still on my back? Yep, into the astral sea.
Right when you do that, your compass flicked to Frollo for half a second, but boom, you're already in the astral sea. Too bad. You did something.
His phylactery.
But now we know. I can teleport us to Kamandra for like 6 seconds, real world time. We can try again.
No, dude. Like,
We
Do you
can't.
want to try?
oh no.
So instead of returning, we go to Kamandra, we rest for a day, we go back, it'll be like 6
Yeah,
seconds.
for you guys,
Yeah.
6 seconds. They take a full 24-hour like spa siege. Kumandra runs on different time of the mortal world. Fun fact, lost one.
I wouldn't mind to go.
Dumbo will not.
How we kill
Did I get this sword?
We killed 3 demons.
You're holding this sword large enough for you to hold, like a bigger creature was holding this.
Freaking knew it.
Is it that?
Yeah. It's like
Is this... I clicked the compass open. Is this a key?
That's a
Guys.
key.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, also
Even two
it sounds
in
like
the
Frollo
phone.
has a key too.
It was cool.
Prize
running.
round.
So,
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
may we ask,
Halfway through
does
the
this,
surprise round.
we've
Yeah,
dealt
on
with
any
people
of them.
who have talking swords, does this one talk?
Yeah, we would
No.
boom, boom,
Hello
boom.
there.
Okay,
General
good.
Kenobi.
It's a good thing to ask.
Do I have
Rest.
identify?
Pop back.
You do have identify.
Bam!
Boom, boom, boom. Pop back.
So when she goes back.
The sword of Sean Yu the Immortal.
Oh.
He's no.
Once,
Right there.
once used from the metal of a key of Hades. This sword has been fashioned, can be used as an action currently to become either a sword or a scepter. The sword has different stats than the scepter. The scepter can be used for advantage and stuff for war. The sword for battle.
How big is the scepter?
Scepter, same size. So a large creature, it is a heavy weapon, a heavy two-handed weapon that a large creature could one-hand. Anyone else, like even Peter with a belted giant sword,
Yeah.
you'd have to two-hand this kind of weapon. So this sword you guys have.
Also, can I catch? I want to let my wife know everything that's going on.
If you want a quick
Yeah,
6-second
we'll
combo,
bop in. Yeah.
Yeah,
bop
we're
in, bop out, you get your spell slots back with the Astral Sea. As you appear back, Frollo's already gone.
I will... Can I use the compass to find Frollo?
The compass spins. It's not on this plane.
He's not on this plane.
Even, you know, even with like the compass,
So the
you would have had to have done something right then by choosing to go. Frollo's not saying, my bad guys are not dumb. They know you are all bonding together, so it's like, oh, let me go grab the sword. You guys, very well. I was gonna get it.
The rest
I was
of
gonna get
the rest of the keys are not on this plane as well.
So, but that was just for you were looking for
Yeah, I
Phil.
was looking
Would you
for
like to
Phil.
look for the last key?
Oh,
Yes.
never mind.
There is a point, a
Let's-
bead that
let's
has
do
appeared.
this.
Astral
Oh, no.
scene. Boof, boof. You are in Magencia.
I knew it.
King Arthur
No,
and
no, she
Agatha
already had
are
this.
in the
We know
throne
she
room.
had this.
As you see Arthur just
Hello.
Hello.
Bow to King Arthur.
We're
Swift look at Morgana.
Finding.
Dumbo, this is the second time in as many days as you've done this to Agatha.
Mhm. Yeah.
She's not happy.
Just holding out his
Where's
hand.
the compass point?
And Agatha.
Agatha.
What?
Dumbo will just inhale up to his full height gently. We need the key.
Give me one reason why.
Because we're going to use it to actually do something.
Oh! And if she has to roll for something, she's gonna have to roll again.
Just literally all the characters
You
just
see,
astrally coming.
as Agatha tries to say anything, you see Arthur goes, "Remember our deal, Agatha." She stops, raises her hand.
Has
The
it
ring was
on?
invisible on her.
Oh.
She's
Ring
wearing
of
it?
Death. Is it the Ring of Death?
The ring of death
The one that she stole?
floats
No,
over.
we gave it to
past
her.
you.
We gave it to her.
lied about
She
losing
As
it.
you see,
Wait, what?
she
lied to
lied
everyone
about
and said she
losing.
lost it.
That's news.
I got like a
Dumbo,
28
as
for
it lands in your hand,
insight
she
on
goes,
her. How did
We're
she
gonna have to
lie?
kill her.
I will need something in recompense.
I don't like her.
Will you?
I do not like her.
I'll choose it as I see fit.
Oh, hell no. I don't like her.
I actually stand a little bit taller next to him and I'm like, be careful what you threaten.
Be careful who you threaten.
Right back at you, bitch.
Oh.
And with that, we're gonna teleport out.
You see Arthur before he goes,
Oh no!
please knock next time.
Sorry.
Boom, gone.
Yep.
As with the compass, there are no more keys on the mortal plane.
Very glimpse John Smith walking in the room.
The one that she popped in and said, "Give it to me or I'll kill you."
Yeah.
To our entire
No,
party.
Here we go.
She literally looked us dead in the face and said she'll kill us if we don't give it to her.
Wow,
Something's
well,
going
now
on with
we're back.
Morgana.
That's not
Dumbo?
good.
So we
Yeah,
teleport back.
As these 6 seconds happen,
Yeah.
Actually, be 12
well,
because we
a
took
lot longer, right? You guys were popping in and out. The rest of the party, Dumbo's off grabbing that stuff for you guys. The rest of the parties, I know Mr. Incredible had something real quick. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say when I wake up, I'm just me again.
Oh yes, and Cadel, did you have a question as well? Yeah, I will answer if this helps Cadel too. The thought is gone. There's no more like kill, 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 kill. It just happened.
Okay.
So nothing. So yeah, Cadel, if that helps, it's that as you both wake up, you look at each other.
Can I buy him a drink?
Bartender seems to be gone, so it might just be open bar.
Open bar?
I
I go behind the bar and I'm pouring everyone drinks.
Mr. Incredible
in the
is
drinking
Mr.
conversation.
Incredible is now pouring him out.
I'm joining.
Is there fire whiskey?
No, unfortunately, this is a practical, non-magical drink.
Oh, I
So-
wasn't gonna drink it. I was gonna make
Ladies
bombs.
and gentlemen,
That
Li-
doesn't sound
um,
more responsible.
there is something that the clerics of Tiger, at least 2 of them, have that I think you may have wanted to discuss.
That's what I wanted to do when we were all together privately.
Let's go do that.
Yeah.
So, hi guys, Nemo here. I happen to be good friends with Tiger Lily, and
We
we
all kind of are. That's the thing.
Roasted.
we all are.
I'm putting out like of all the gods, she's the one that actually makes best friends with her clerics. Like that's so nice.
Tiger Lily?
Tiger
Yeah.
Lily has always been pretty awesome.
And a
This is a little bit crazy.
So, clerics first.
And I think we can do something to stop Dark Lilith. Esmeralda, do you have the thingy?
I'll pull out the necklace without taking it off.
Yes,
What is this?
this is a tiger lily encased in amber.
Oh. The flower.
What does it do?
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure, but I know that she was talking with Nemo, and it's one of the few items that is going to be able to turn Lilith and merge them to probably full godhood.
Hey, question. Do the rest of us know about the Sword of Zarya plan for Lily?
I don't think not
The
a lot of
rogues
people
would
know.
have-
The rogues would know. So if you were
James
to bring,
knows, but Nemo doesn't.
it's that if you bring it to
You
everyone,
can't
if it's
force
like
it.
to the group and say, hey, this is what we
Are
got.
you trying to give the sword to Lily?
Because it could force them to merge and Tiger Lily becomes a full goddess instead of minor.
Would Jim be willing to give it up?
We're still working on that, I think.
We're trying to convince them.
Hey, Jim! You've had a lot of time to think about that.
About what?
About giving the Sword of Zarya to Lily.
Actually, have we talked to the sword about it since the sword gained?
Oh,
the
no.
Yeah, like, okay, well, first of all, it was briefly discussed one time, very long ago, and I have not thought about it since.
Yeah, so since I don't think anyone, you guys haven't like openly discussed it since it's that like, oh, this.
Yeah,
could be
I
something.
didn't realize this was an actual thing.
Not the rogues. Yeah, Jim, you guys haven't done this. The other parties have been thinking about this in that like, hey, what if this existed? So it's kind of that like, what if this could happen? And the rogues are sitting there like, yeah, but like we've thought about this months ago or weeks ago for us, but months for everyone else.
I think if the rogues are having this conversation, Jasmine will absolutely suggest, hey, we should like talk to the sword and see what it thinks about this plan.
Yeah, like the sword's its own person, and also, how did the other parties even know we had it? I don't think it was ever mentioned to them.
No, but they have a different thing to change Lilith's alignment, so it came up in conversation.
Yes, the lost ones have an item that could change Lilith's alignment.
Okay,
basically.
the sword could do.
But the item is
So we
a
could do them both,
one-time, minute-long alignment change. So it's not permanent, right? Not like a deck of many things or something else. But this item, this trinket, could do it for a minute. And so the lost ones went, ooh, this could be helpful, but we would need something to like seal the deal, if that makes sense.
The wine with the level 20 successful channel divinity, get Tiger Lily there.
And so here's what I would say. If Jim, would you want to talk to the Sword of Zarya? Because again, a lot of this being discussed, you guys, it's a big group thing. It's that nature of this. So if you want to ask, it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping Crow
Like-
would get the sword, but I like this idea.
Yeah, this is big.
This is a really good idea.
Yeah.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, we got just saying. Thumbly is saying how like it would have been cool like if Kronk got the sword, but this could be a good idea if we want to try it.
If the sword is willing, it is. It
Yeah.
does have a personality.
So Rapunzel's gonna ask the sword, do you have a name yet, too?
If
Well-
you want, yes, Jim.
I mean, sure, but also the sword is very, like, well, okay, well, we can talk to the sword. I just don't think in the middle of the pirate area is a great idea. And the sword itself mentioned it doesn't want to really let people know the talking magical sword.
Well,
Jim,
depends
it's
on
that
what I
yes,
do.
Jim. It's you are alone, but the sword did say it was gonna try to stay quiet.
Could we just ask the, let the sword know the
Yeah.
situation, and it can choose if it wants to talk or not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys, just a question, because Phoebus is something that might be able to help if you, because I'm assuming you're taking this conversation
Yes,
off
we're
a little
taking
bit.
it to everyone, basically.
Oh, to everyone?
Yeah.
If you need someone private to discuss, he just sort of flicks his hand and a rope comes off his belt as extra pocket dimension opens.
So yeah, so like Jim, Rapunzel, Esmeralda, and Nemo, you guys could all go into Phoebus's rope trick dimension, and that's like cool. You're gone, right?
Why haven't we had this entire
Because we have not been scryed on. There is no one else but our group in the bar.
Yes.
That's why.
I've been saying, Jim, if anything tries to look at you guys that like you guys could see, I would let you know. So trust me when I say like I'm being a very fair DM. Nothing has even been thinking to look at you guys because there's so many paladins and rangers and rogues. You're good.
I say we should do legend lore on both Dark Lilith and the sword, just to see if there's any missing pieces of the puzzle.
Sorry, what's legend lore?
A spell.
It's a spell.
Ah.
Spell to gain
It's
information.
how he found out that Andrew was Hans.
I see.
So if you want to do legend lore,
And Flint.
Nemo, are you going to cast that?
I want to do it on Dark Lilith. Maybe Esmeralda. Do you? You don't have legend lore, do you?
I don't know. I've never seen a spell in my spell list to get to know. I think it's a higher level cleric spell, which you're higher than I am.
There's
Yes.
the
I'll
USB
expend
outlet
both
over there.
spell slots
Cool.
Oh,
to do
frick,
that for
somebody
both. Then.
tucked it
Here we
away.
go.
Trust me, I wouldn't use
Nemo,
that thing a long time ago.
here's the legend lore you get that everyone would get this as well. You can share. Dark Lilith. The dark side of the person once known as Tiger Lily. Dark Lilith was created by Hades out of Lily's fear, anger, resentment, and disgust.
Ooh.
Her being is that of a minor goddess. A solar that can destroy just as easily as other minor deities. And that, while made of these items, she is still the being known as Tiger Lily in that regard. Lilith is just a name for her. Casting Legend Lord on the Sword of Zarya. The Sword of Zarya, a sword forged by the once known minor goddess Zarya, that when at her possession is a sword transformative of literal pure goodness and celestial magic. When Zariel fell, the sword retained that magic as items are not bound by mortal constructs of good and evil, but that it is continuous good. The magic and heavenly energy imbued is such that should the sword also agree to attunement to a creature, that creature would ascend to minor godhood.
Holy.
And that, I will give you this on Legend Lore because you're using these together, both these high spell slots. Should a creature that has the capacity for godhood, such as Zariel, if Zariel and the Sword of Zariel ever reunited and repented with each other, would then become that full goddess once more. Meaning, what you understand, Nemo, and what would confirm suspicion, if the Sword of Zariel agrees to bind with Lilith, Lilith would become basically Tiger Lily. What you know. Yes, I just got, he's come back. As Tiger Lily, awesome, okay, Braxton's back. Tiger Lily, Lilith would be this good form. And with Lily and Lily being together, the beings would be one and the same. Because again, what you know from Legend Lore, Lilith is a title. This is just Tiger Lily, but evil. Meaning that's what naturally has been repelling her. You as the clerics, it's why it's been so hard to talk to her. The rogues, when you fought Lilith, it's why she knew you guys and didn't try to kill you and put up a fight. Because it was your friend. For the Imagineers, this is the friend you've known since the beginning. Even though she's evil.
Does she share the same memories as
Yes.
Lily? Even after the split?
Even after the
She
split.
knows who Nemo is.
She knows
who
all
I am.
about this.
Basically,
it's
it
the
is
problem.
exactly the same, except she has all the negative emotions, and the other one has.
It's
that's
why-
interesting new detail to realize every interaction we've had with Tiger Lilith knows everything.
Everything
Which is
as
kinda
well.
dangerous.
It's
Yes.
dangerous. Again, Nemo, with
I
this
was not
Legend Lore.
aware of that.
But it's why, with Legend Lore and doing this, if you use this tincture, or excuse me, this trinket
don't wanna
that could
tell our
change her
goddess about
alignment,
this yet.
She already
and
knows.
the
She
Sword of
already
Zariel
knows.
would realize
She
this
knows.
goodness,
We didn't know that.
Lilith would become Tiger Lily. And two Tiger Lilies would become a god. A major, complete, full, no split, no more evil or good. Like true gods have evil and good in them. This is now two gods made a minor god, and the minor god just formed to make a major god.
So, yeah, we want to do this.
So,
I
we
texted
don't
you
tell
something.
anyone
Yes.
else about the sword.
Likewise.
That's it.
Well,
what
now we
comes
need to
of
ask
my
the
text?
sword if she's
Curious.
down for this.
Because the sword does choose.
Yes.
Yeah, the sword
That's
does
the
choose.
interesting thing about this sword is that
Well,
we've
choose,
all.
so is it?
Well, this is interesting. We've all tried to see if the sword felt comfortable with any of us, And honestly, I just kind of felt like, meh.
She's like, oh, you guys are cool.
And-
You guys are cool, but like, you know, she's not attuned.
And so
or
you know,
chosen
yeah,
anyways.
Nemo. It's that with that too. It's the sword wants lawful good. The sword wants to be that we fight for what's right. We fight for all that's good.
Is she chaotic evil right now? Dark Lily?
Take a wild guess.
Lawful
Right.
evil.
Lilith
So
is
lawful
to
evil
lawful good.
because the opposite is
I would
chaotic
like to examine the sword.
She has a voice. She can talk to us.
She's not talking right now, though.
well, but you could go into the rope trick. So I will ask this to Jim, to Braxton. If you and Nemo want to, you and Nemo and the Sword of Zarya could, like, in a solo dimension, really making sure you're alone, could go, like, and talk to the three of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jim, as you bring out the Sword of Zarya,
I think I got this.
Okay,
the sword
I'll
goes,
help you pass
Thank you.
hello, Mr. Hawkins. We do not seem to be in the Pirates. Is this a new plane?
Yeah, so we're in a private area. Mainly because we're in a big group. This group, we're trying to all accomplish the same goal of stopping Hades from destroying everything.
That seems rather noble.
Yeah. And so that's the idea. There are different ideas being tossed around. And, I mean, I can let Nemo explain what this idea, these plans might involve you. And then you can talk to him, see what you think.
Okay,
So.
is the fish Nemo?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm Nemo. Hi.
Ah, a talking fish, but I'm a talking sword. I cannot judge.
Yes. Hi. My name's Nemo. I believe some of your friends talked to you about someone who goes by Dark Lilith. Do you remember?
Oh yes, I believe I've seen her before. Horrible. Truly the antithesis of my purpose.
Yes.
Yay.
I see where this is going.
If we were able to change her and save her, would you be willing to attune?
I just realized I forgot the most important thing of the night. The box of doom.
Oh, how dare you!
I christen thee this box a box of doom. As Nemo, you're
So-
about to make the persuasion roll of a lifetime.
Dang it, you
If you
should have
want,
brought me
August,
along!
I do have extra
Oh,
dice
you
trays.
I will still use this.
I can cast.
dice.
I can cast guidance on myself.
You can guess, guys. Here's what I will
Well-
say. I will allow one bardic from a bard and
highest bard?
one guidance. Because, I mean, naturally you can't keep casting it anyway, but it's like, I will say that is something natural. Again, as a group, you're all insane and powerful.
Question, could I help?
I've already used 2 of my group.
This is something that only Nemo can do.
I gave
Wait.
someone already. So I have.
You're not in the room though.
you.
This is just Jim, Nemo, and the sword.
I
So
need
let
someone
alone, like,
to
yeah,
do
you could give a bardic or a quick guidance. It is that natural. Not even Jim can really help, because this is pure Nemo. Nemo, as this good kid, trying to be like, this is a plan to be good. Do you accept it? So, Nemo,
So,
as you're about to cast this...
because I'm not in the room, I'm not giving Bardic. Is that what I'm understanding?
No, you could. I would allow... It's basically one from
I think
someone.
Mike
so
is giving the bar.
Mike, are you giving the Bardic?
Yeah, technically.
Well, what's your bardic die?
Your
Well,
bardic...
I've already given 2 of my 3 out already today,
Yes.
so I don't
Yeah,
want to give
I'm
any
gonna
more
take
unless we need
Mike.
it.
It's okay. I gave him guidance. He's got.
Does he need a cape?
Oh my
Cape
god.
one for tiny creature. You gotta be a certain size limit for the cape.
Can
And
I
large?
cast reduce on the cape?
Oh my god.
Heck yeah, he can.
Give him a cloak.
Nemo? You got a tiny little cape.
Yes. What does he do?
So, oh, Jim, what was that?
He does like a little swim carpet thing, like
That's a
woo.
+6.
What?
Never mind.
Okay. Basically, because Jim Hawkins, you're the one with the sword. Shh. Nemo,
Well,
you have a bonus. Jim's got the sword, and so Nemo, while you and Jim are talking, you're trying to just basically be like, does this plan sound good to you?
Yes.
You've got, again, some of that natural cleric and guidance, right? Here we go.
I have one question before this.
Yes.
Just as an offhand, the sword's looking for lawful good?
Sword's looking for lawful good.
With the amulet, she'll become lawful good.
Yeah, she would.
But you're trying to persuade it because it's like, hey, she's not lawful good now. But we could make her lawful good, and would that be acceptable to you?
Nemo's lawful.
Is Lily herself lawful good now, or is she still chaotic good?
No, fun fact, Tiger Lily, the goddess, is lawful good. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
more
worshiping
chaotic.
chaotic.
She was made by the goddess Artemis to be a lawful good minor goddess. Like, it's a weird give and take. So, Nemo, fun fact, if you wanted to attune to this, you could.
But
That's
then
not what
the
we
plan
talked
did not
about,
work.
Yeah.
I know,
So-
I was just curious.
Nemo,
Nemo
here we go.
Would that help in the persuasion of
I'm-
telling the sword?
Here we go, Nemo.
But it can only be used once.
Come.
Yes,
Jim.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of really wanted Jim to end up with the sword. Like, I know it's not perfect, but like, I have. I'm sorry. It's just, it kind of sucks.
I know. It's
So like, it kind of really sucked to be put in this situation, and I don't like it.
What I will say, Bryson, you almost, I don't want to say screwed yourself. It's way back when you're like, do we give this to Lily? That's what prompted kind of all of this, because I was like, oh, what would happen? And it's something that, if this were to happen, it's not that you wouldn't then lose forever. This is just definitely making Lily a major goddess kind of plan. You could still get stuff out of this if that makes sense.
Okay, it's because it feels like I'm just like, oh, this item that I nearly died getting, and then gave it quite a bit to give a voice and to like work with and use, and the most powerful item my character has ever even seen. It's just like, okay, it's got cover.
Yes.
kind of thing.
That is something important to know. Yeah, Bryson, it's not like you would just lose everything to weapon. It's just the weapon's gonna help Lily.
Okay.
Yes, that's important to know.
If it gets attuned, could it
It doesn't feel like we really explained the plan other than give the sword to Dark Lily, change her alignments, and then woo!
Yes.
So
it's, while the sword itself couldn't reattune, there would be good stuff to happen still.
Okay.
Nemo?
All right.
Dice.
Hold on.
Nemo dice.
Nemo dice.
Mike Wazowski's Bardic Inspiration D10, plus his cape, which is an auto 6. Esmeralda's Guidance.
Auto 6 or a plus 6?
Nemo's modifiers and expertise with persuasion.
Plus 6, not auto 6.
That's
That's what he meant.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah,
six, yeah.
auto plus 6.
So,
Oh, I thought you said the dice roll is automatic.
I need this from the entire party.
Nemo dice. Nemo dice. Nemo dice. Nemo dice.
Okay.
9.
Any luckies?
Lucky!
Do you want?
He's not
that
there.
was-
Not there.
Not there.
This isn't a pocket dimension.
This
Remember
is a
this.
pocket dimension.
You are right.
Did everyone chant?
Yes.
What is
All
your
the modifiers.
persuasion
What's
on
your
the
modifier?
7.
Do we chant another phrase?
7 plus
That
6,
I.
13 plus
Oh, it's a negative
13
thing?
plus.
I mean,
28.
if I did it,
I rolled a
it
3 and got a 28. Thank you all.
5 and got a
You're
40.
welcome.
When the party
No,
works
it's a
together,
40.
you guys do the
Oh,
impossible.
that's true. You did roll a 5 one time and got a 30. That was fun.
40.
40.
Um,
That was the latest that I rolled.
Oh, that's right.
And it was with advantage.
Yeah, Argus
as
told us about
Rolled a 3
it.
and a 5.
as this happens, Nemo, the sword seems to go quiet and goes to change something evil to good.
Yes, I know it's unconventional,
Good job.
but I know that there's something good in both of them. Please, as Lily as my witness, I understand what it's like to be lost, but still be a good person.
Okay. I'll try. I'm always down to try things. But I make no promise. As this is an evil goddess. I did just get out of that relationship, sort of speak. But I'll try.
Thank you. Jim, I know this sword is a good friend of yours. I can trust you to keep it safe.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
It's a sword.
You see, the sword to you, Jim, goes...
It's kind of a team thing.
Yes, we are a team, and... Well, James Hawkins, I don't think I'm done with you yet, either.
That's awesome.
Vaguely cryptic.
Go. I mean, that's possible, but she seems
And so with that, what I will say, all of you guys, as Jim and Nemo come out of the pocket dimension, what could they have said? Dumbo and Raya? Back. You guys now have 6 rings. Or, excuse me, 6 keys of Hades. Thumbelina and Mr. Incredible have 2 of them.
Tell us what happened. Dumbo's not going to talk.
I thought you were pointing at me. I'm like, I don't know what happened.
I was like, please.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we have 6.
what would you try to do in this moment?
You gotta do fireworks.
Something Phoebus will offer is that if we need to keep these off person safely, doesn't matter the distance, could be a different plane, doesn't matter. If I can get a sapphire that's at least with 1,000 GP each, then I can put them somewhere safe, give everyone a sapphire, and when you have the opening, you get the key to your hand. No matter where.
My
it is.
God.
That's a great idea.
We need sapphires.
Would the fate gems work in that regard?
Ooh.
Money that doesn't use the gems.
Luck check!
Come on!
Let's go.
Pure
You're
luck
in
check.
the
Pure
room
luck
now.
check.
And would a luck
yeah,
point
you
help?
left.
And if it doesn't, can we re-roll it?
Look at that face!
You want to wild magic me right now?
Well, first off, does it work? Because that's part
On
of
a natural 1? Oh, these are just...
Wild magic.
Wild magic, go again!
Here we go.
I gotta play Gods
Pull
now
up
for a one
Wild Magic 10,000.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, technically, we
I
have
love
them
some of
earlier
the things
because I rolled
instead,
it out.
I
I didn't
don't
make
love
me
others.
re-roll.
I like
That's
to turn
only-
it turn.
That's-
someone into
There's
a
certain
character.
between reroll. This is
Not
I
for
turn to
big
Megan's
stuff.
character.
for big stuff. Here we go.
Because the
Wow.
normal feature
I was
only
about to
does
say.
it the next
The
time you
normal
cast a spell.
feature, I have to roll in if I get a...
Raya, here are the 2 things that might happen.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Maybe
I
we should
don't
be
like
playing
that.
Nemo's theme. We should be playing clown
Oh,
music,
I'm
'cause
about
that's
to
what
pull up the more tense music.
I am just your funny little jester.
Here we go.
Dance, puppet, dance.
Raya. The next time an opening occurs, something very interesting might be there. If something opens, something interesting might be there. Or something might affect you personally, sleep-wise, for a while. Something might appear with a opening of a door, or something
Right,
sleep-wise
no more.
might affect you for a while.
A door or a door?
Basically, it's
It's gonna put you.
this sounds so bad.
No monsters.
When I'm in trances, I can do a lot of crap. For those who aren't, it's like
You
I
don't
used
have
to be
to sleep.
preceded by demons.
True.
And
But the thing is, as a fae, you don't need to sleep anymore.
need to sleep. I
You
sleep
can
out
sleep.
commodities for
Yeah.
everyone else.
Unless it's magical.
Unless it's magical. If it's
Yeah.
magical, so I can get my... Basically, I can exist, but I won't get any of my spell slots back. Right? When I rest is when I get my spell slots back. So, I'm thinking sleep. What does everybody think? Because
I'm
right
I'm always a
relate
proponent
this.
for
If it's a
chaos.
door,
as I am.
I personally would have gone with the door and then tell everyone, like, hey, everyone get ready.
Oh, that's
And then
a good
open
idea.
something deliberately, like
Okay,
a cabinet.
well, the thing is,
so, like, spring
when
the
this
trap.
is happening, I can relay this before I make the choice.
Yeah, then do the opening one.
Do the
Opening?
opening.
I like
I would be
doors.
then don't
Doors,
go-
doors, yeah,
I would
friends,
have
doors,
to-
doors.
Write something
I go over to a
evil.
closet door. I choose doors.
I
and
got
I'm
my
like,
sword and gun ready. I'm like,
All right,
Alright,
ready?
so-
Go.
Let's do it.
Open.
It'll just gonna confusingly draw a sword like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Now don't hit
I'll
it
say
till we
with
know if
Peter.
it's a bad
As
guy.
Raya, choo choo. You feel, zoom, 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 zoom. The door opens, and out pours a lot of sapphires.
You're
The next door opened by the caster has a plentiful of object of something the caster needs.
You are kidding me!
We're rich!
Wild!
One more lower.
Never go to Vegas. I am never going
If
to
it was
Fantasy
one more
Vegas.
lower, it would have been a plane to a dimension full of candy, and I really wanted that one because that would have been raw candy.
This was as good as you puking up the dragon orb. I puked up the dragon orb.
Guys, guys, we don't need to keep them all. We can sell them.
That
I
is
just
right.
grab a handful.
Same here.
Everyone take one, like Phoebus said.
Yeah, everyone take one.
Everyone take one.
Takes
Can I
one.
slide
Put it
a
in a
hand?
special place, and then there's plenty of extra.
And I start
all the rooms.
Can I sleight of hand one?
I'm sure Jasmine will try and steal some.
As the equivalent of dropping candy amongst children, all of you are gonna try to grab some. Here's what I will say. I rolled to see how much exactly there is. I'm going to do the exact math because again, you're all going fast.
Out of curiosity, August, should these consider tiny objects?
Even this is it's basically going to be even because you're all ooh, how sneaky can I be? No matter how good you are, if you're doing stealth, the other person's using fast hands or another person using magic. I'm going to give everyone. There are 2 gems for everyone, with 2 left over. And I'm going to say Raya would probably be the one to get them because she's the one to open and you would be the first one there. So Raya, you get 4. Everyone else gets 2 sapphires.
I will say, if anyone tried to sleight of hand them, I would have animated objects them and then just floated them over to Raya.
Well, it's that. So everyone immediately can just grab 2 for themselves. Teacher's pet.
I don't have to.
These can sell for a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
true.
money
Nick's
here.
not here.
Nick's
So there are
not
2 more as well.
Well, hey, I have 2 extra.
2 extra?
Who do we trust?
Where is Nick, by the way?
You don't know?
Dumbo will step out.
We give those.
Here's what I'm
So
going to
that's
say.
why with the 2 extra.
As you all have these, this is now the all-important kind of thing of the night.
Wow, that was amazing.
You've got the tinctures that you're trying to make. The sapphires will help. That was a bit of a detour. I want to know from you guys. You have 6 keys if you 2 give up your rings. And you have 6 energy spells. You could make 6.
1 for each party.
What? That
Wait,
sounds
what?
not work.
Then there's
2 left
There's
over.
2 left.
Just like the sapphires.
Well, no. Okay,
So-
here's what I'll say.
How soon do we need to make them before? Because
Sooner
I'm
the
gonna
better.
metagame just a little bit.
Yeah.
We
We
are
wanna
going to
be
be
able to
going
use three.
to use them in the middle of the finale.
Yes, these are things to use.
How quickly
can we make a tincture?
Can we make one?
I will put this in a bit of a metagaming way. You will not be able to make them in the fight in the finale.
Okay.
It's that these things take a little bit of time, so it's like it would take too many rounds in the fight, and at that point, Hades is easily just going to say, "Well, send someone to kill them." Right?
Yeah,
Like,
and also with the spell,
Yes. 1, 2,
it takes time to.
Yes,
do
it's the other
the
thing. To
thing.
put them in a pocket dimension more than anyone could get them, it's going to take Phoebus time to prep that for everyone. So
it's
yes,
gonna take me
Thumbelina,
11 minutes to each.
and then there.
Do we really want to do them now in the middle of pirates?
When
we
are
genuinely, I'm just putting
When
this
are
out
all
there.
the
We
parties
are on
gonna
a
be
pirate
together
island.
all, though? 'Cause
Wouldn't
they-
it be smarter to do it on our own ships?
You guys are acting like we can't one-shot the pirates.
yeah.
The
So
previous
for
most
one,
powerful pirate was
August
Flint,
said
and you guys
that
killed
we
him.
have so much
Next is
going
Hook,
on
and he's on our
that
side.
we will know if someone tries to start watching us. He will let us know.
I mean,
So,
yes, I get that laugh.
We know
So
we're
like,
not being watched. We know
what's he
there
gonna
aren't any
do?
pirates in here, so
Yes.
this is actually.
Because I know there were 2. So everyone's got a lot of questions, so we're going to try to be
This
fair
isn't a
going
question,
around.
more of a comment.
More of a
for
comment. Oh, in response to that.
Tinkerbell.
Thumbelina.
If we're so worried about pirates, we could just plane ship to Kamandra.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
And then
know.
we could all be together.
So yeah, it's like if that's the big concern, say for Demi's plane. So yes, Morph, Nemo, Phoebus. Oh, sorry. Once. Okay, everyone's got questions.
Yeah.
Rapid fire round. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Question. Go.
If we make the tincture with Morph's special wish, will I
Won't
be
help.
able to reuse it?
Nope. Anything? Okay. Thumbelina. Count already set. Peter. Anything?
Nope.
Okay. Merida, you already asked kind of, but anything good. Phoebus, go ahead.
Phoebus will just say quickly, it's less a matter of when we need them and more a matter of when we want them safe.
Yes. Okay. Esmeralda, anything?
I just rolled. I rolled a 27 for stealth. I'm gonna sneak off to find.
Start seeing, maybe seeing if
yeah,
it's
that was
okay.
already
Cool.
off.
Okay,
Yeah.
gone. Anything quick?
Just voting for the immediate because we need all of us with all our stuff, and it's going to
Doing
be
it
too hard
now?
to
Okay,
coordinate
cool.
ever again.
Right.
Also voting for the immediate. Also letting them know that I'm working on something where I can take plane shift with everyone. Gate. Basically, to be able to plane shift without a limit.
Okay,
Basically,
good.
I'm not asking for full gate, but to be able to plane shift everyone without going, oh no, we left someone behind!
Yes, sorry. Thank you, go.
Yes, we should totally make one of everything. Also, I thought about this earlier. Well, we got this information on the way here. Frollo's little phylactery thing that I was sending to everybody, like, hey, we need to find this. We found it. It's in his chest, like Davy Jones' heart.
Excellent. Oh, Jim's back. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried that we weren't going to get you. Basically, right now, Jim's...
Yeah, internet. Oh.
You're good. I get you. Right now, the party's just... It's now that... Do we make the god-killing stuff right now, and in which form, versus going to a demi-plane to do it? You gotta love politics in D&D, right? Amongst players.
This is madness.
Quick, Nemo.
We can trust King Arthur and Merlin with this.
Go to a demi-plane and do it.
Yes, Jim's voting demi-plane. You could, yeah, if you trust Arthur and Merlin to do it.
I'm of absolutely no help with making the stuff, so I'm just gonna minor illusion, make my sapphires look like worthless trinkets,
Smart.
stow them somewhere safe. I'm gonna go and do that searching. If I run into Nick, that's great.
Yeah,
And
people
I'm also,
are starting to
And
spread
I'm also
throughout the
gonna
city.
try to find that. Would this be a members from a past life roll, like I asked?
We'll deal with all that roll later, because right now we're dealing with this. Anything?
You know what I'm doing.
Yep. Cadel, yes.
Does everyone need to know what kind of material that the rings are made out of?
Why, yes, Cadel. If you would like to let everyone know, Cadel, there's a reason why Cadel's here.
Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's Ninth.
Nth.
So
NTH.
Yeah, NTH. It's an artifact level, like, yeah, that's basically what these keys are made out of. Mostly applied for artifacts.
Okay.
These are artifact level metals. Cadel, what you know with this is this metal can be shaped into anything. It's why a wish spell can be used to make what you need. What's very important to note, Cadel, like you found out, there is natural consequence with nth metal. Meaning, the more people, I don't want to say use it in the sense of use, it's kind of like with the rings, right? I mean, you guys have that. When you put the ring on, something happened. The more you were using it, Mr. Credible, especially when you had the curse, it really agitated your stuff. Nth metal is dangerous to behold. This is primordial stuff that if people are using it or have it, bad things can happen.
Is this the same
So,
material that the cauldron is made out of?
yes, this is the same kind of like ancient material as the Black Cauldron. So, what you know, Cadel, is that to use this, it's that almost, if you use it now, great. The fact that you have so much of it here, unless, if you're not using it now, you gotta start splitting it up soon. Because you've just brought 6 artifacts into the same room, if that makes sense.
I mean, we're already doing that with the cord, so why not another?
No, the items, those are legendary items. This nth metal is different than a legend. It's basically what makes an artifact an artifact. So, Cadel, already, if the nth metal, if you're not doing something with it in the next, like, half hour, horrifying stuff might start occurring.
Okay.
Let's
So
take
let's
it to
start
an
making
endpoint.
these shelves.
Yep.
So are we gonna go to Commander first? Did we decide to do that?
I say let's do it, and with that...
That might be suspicious.
Basically, Commander is a pocket. It's a pocket plan.
It's the favorite.
So, if everyone wants to, Raya can gate you all there. Just boom,
Alright.
boom, boom.
That might be suspicious.
It might be suspicious.
We'll only be gone for 6
We will
seconds.
literally be gone
6
for
seconds
6
here,
to
because
12
again,
seconds.
Kumandra runs way faster.
Never mind.
Yes, Mary.
So we'll be fine. I mean, a lot can happen in 6 seconds, but
Yeah, like Frollo can leave in 6
also-
seconds, but
we also are incredibly powerful as a group. So anything that
Yeah.
could happen will just.
it's
nerf
why
it.
I really don't think we're going to hit encounter level stuff. Because oh no, a pirate showed up. Boom.
Yeah.
What now? Right, kind of vibe. It's like,
Question for Onyx.
yes.
Will we need
Anybody
to
in
be
the room.
doing blacksmithing
Not
to
Nemo, I have no
mess
damage.
with the animal?
Wish spell does it for you. It's part of
We don't
why you
actually
need a
need
wish
any
spell.
artisan skill at all.
If you weren't using a wish spell, yes, you would need like a level 20 artificer plus a lot of high level magic.
But
Plus
we
a-
don't need that because
it's
of the
why
wish
the book told you guys, wish spell energy, that schism, does it for you.
Excellent.
So,
Right.
Kadel has
I'm
a
like, I
question.
can hold this
yes,
game for a
Kadel.
minute.
Kadel, then Thumbelina.
Yeah, we're all going to Kamandra.
Okay.
Does that include the rogues that just snuck off?
No.
Alright, figured.
Kadel, then Thumbelina. Kadel.
So, is it possible for me to send a quick message to like Bell and Adam just so they know? Because
Yes.
like I'm the only one out of the elites that knows about this. Like,
Yes,
hey,
yes.
we're going to a different plane. We're doing all this crap.
It's very important because yes, Kadel, you'll be bringing this back to Adam and Bell before the finale. In that, like, now that we have this, how do we go forward? Very important. I'll say the sending goes off. Thumbelina and then Phoebus or Dumbo.
So when we create these, do we have to use the metal against Hades, or can it? For example, the plague ring. I really like this ring, guys. Sorry, I'm not trying to keep it.
Well, yeah,
But-
it's a natural question.
But if we kept it in the shape as it was, it's a magical object. Created the ring, created the piece that would kill him.
Yes.
Could you use the spells the ring would give to kill him, or does it need to be in contact with him?
It would need to be some form of contact.
Okay.
So if it's a spell, it would basically mean the ring doesn't have its normal spells. There is now a ranged spell attack to make him mortal in a ring. But then once it's used, what's left? Well, according to Kadel, nth metal is powerful. I mean, it's something might be left, but it probably won't be what it was before.
Right. So like it would for the war ring,
It
the
is
plague ring,
pure transmutation creation energy of like, this is
Dagger
now a
makes the
new
most sense.
legendary artifact, basically. So, yes, Dumbo.
Having stepped out to look for Nick and seeing Esmeralda sneak out with my passive,
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
He will. Nick is in good hands. He will go back in and then thus go to Kamandra with.
That's
everyone.
one of his friends, yeah.
Yeah.
So, everyone
See you
basically,
later,
unfortunately, except Nick and Esmeralda, but we
You don't see
will
me.
be joining you guys momentarily.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Do you make 6? This is where I'm going to make it a little democratic because it might become that.
I'm in Kamandra.
The vote does hold a lot of sway with you two. Because these are your rings, these are what you've used. Kind of like with Sword of Zarya with Jim, where it's like Jim's going to try to get something out of it because just giving up the sword is big for him. So it's that if you're giving this up, that's a lot. Is there game? And so you guys may need to decide first, if you will. In that case, though, would you all, I think, in making 4 now, at least a for sure 4, let alone that, what would you make?
I think one should be a dagger and give it
No,
to Jasmine.
no, fireworks is too
I think so.
explosive and
One.
too unpredictable.
So one should
But
definitely
range.
be.
What I would
I mean, if we want a ranged weapon, I know Braxton said about no arrows or bullets, but
But now that we have the
is
sapphire
much
idea.
more accurate than
Yeah.
a firework.
yeah.
And honestly,
I
between-
honestly don't miss a lot.
Merida
Yeah,
has
she's
that
insane.
plus 16 ranger
between
stuff.
between
Yeah.
Merida
Still
and
with
John
fireworks.
Smith.
Oh, and John Smith,
That
yeah.
is just
Also,
us being
if
pure
you want
chaos
someone
and
to
being
hit
like,
melee, Dumbo is.
Well, and so it's like you could,
And
in that idea,
so
marry
does
the two
Peter,
ideas.
so I can
Like Braxton,
boost
Jim
my
Hawkins,
attack by
it's,
10
yeah, let's
with
make
my
one of these
channel
maybe a
divinity.
dagger, and you could then make one to be the arrow, because like, okay, this could be for whoever could use the dagger, this could be for whoever uses it for like an arrow. Nemo, yeah.
We can imbue it in Gusto, right? He's a construct.
Dude, we just
You,
tossed
I will say, again, what Katel's telling you,
That's not
you
a
imbue
good
it into
idea.
Gusto, what's the consequence? Nth
Yeah.
metal is
Yeah. He becomes
volatility.
a god?
We'd probably kill
You,
Gusto
you,
dies.
you might kill him, or you might make him who knows what, if that
I
makes
like
sense.
how our automatic pistol
Yes,
is just to make Gusto
Jasmine
something.
Benji. Or
Yeah, the consensus for both my characters probably, but basically, my suggestion is I don't mind having like an arrow for Merida because she'll probably hit with it. But my suggestion, especially with the Sapphire plan, is we make most of them daggers because that's the most versatile. Like almost any class, all of us
Either-
could use a dagger.
Either that, or what would we think about making it like an oil, so it's like in a vial, break it, smeared on our weapons when we hit.
Ooh,
that could be good.
Because like
Yeah.
Peter with my
But then
sword,
one use.
But then it's very
It's true.
much sure
one
one
use
use.
between multiple people.
yeah.
But you have
Would
fast
it
hands.
be,
to
or
use
would
it
it be
too.
one vial per weapon? That's
Oh,
That's
one
the
pot.
question.
I think, and that's
But that would be like
that
me
is
trying
one of
to
those
look
things you
smart.
will not know until the finale. It's that horrifying, like, oh no, is this the
So-
right
Yeah, I'd
choice?
say
see
probably
what we
don't do the oil because what if you
Okay.
try once and you miss and so the oil just kind of sloughs
Yeah.
off?
Well, then it goes
That
to
could
the
be
next
a problem.
person. we have like 4 people that are very good at hitting
hit
things.
with all of them, I think.
Well, no.
I do have a
what
question.
she's saying
Yes, sorry.
Is one vial one weapon, or can you do like one vial and then cover 2 daggers with that oil?
No, it would. I can tell you this. If you're making a vial, it would be putting it on one weapon. But
so
if
we make it a bullet, I'm able to.
One second,
split.
Mike first, and then Barbosa.
What
That's smart.
about using it on an artificer little thing? So how he made a shield that uses a reaction. So if somebody hits you, if you get Hades to hit you, then you use the reaction to then
Shield bash, like.
That would be good.
I would tell you with some of the. I mean, you guys have done a lot of Legend Lore. Look into this. Probably wouldn't work because you're knowing it's an action. Like, I'll tell you this now. To make Hades mortal, that's an action.
Okay.
That's not a bonus action. That's not a fast hand. That's not a, ooh, could I object interaction? Throw it up. Because you are doing something impossible and making a divine mortal. That's it's hard to call it a reaction or anything else. It's a big thing. So it's like if you're putting it on the shield and using your shield to full action it at him, that could work.
Like if you did
but that would be
and
like
then he then attacks.
Yeah. But if he then attacks, it's already gone because it's you've put it on your shield and you didn't do it, and oh no,
and he wipes it off your shield.
So yes, a lot of questions. Barbosa then Phoebus.
I have the ability to split my shots with my Eldritch Glock. If we make it a bullet, I could get up to 3 separate shots with one bullet.
I'm telling you that. No,
Like, hold
one wish spell. Well, the rogues knows 1 per 1. There's no way to split this. This isn't like an arrow of demon slaying. This is pure. Again, you're making a god immortal. You can't do that more than once with one try. If you fail or if it breaks, it's gone. So it's
you
not
guys
like
can vouch for my good aim and dangerous, right?
It's going to one of these 4.
If it's going to be a bullet, I'd say John Smith would probably
Okay,
be
yeah,
better.
you're right.
Level 20s.
Level 20 or higher, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
higher than
we should
level
go to
20.
level 20s.
Then make it a cannon.
Okay.
Just
August.
practicality.
Yes.
Could we imbue the...
And the few, sorry.
Could we imbue this de-deification property onto like an already existing weapon? Like, could Peter get it imbued into his sword?
Dude.
I would say this.
Sword of Zarya.
It's probably no in the sense of you're trying to marry a legendary item with an artifact. It's where then the oil idea is that would work because you're putting the oil into your sword, kind of like a potioneer's poisons kit that you guys
and
have.
again, the oil
but
anybody could use in the moment.
anyone could use it in the moment.
So I think one oil, 1 arrow.
I have two questions.
That's what I'm saying, because like...
Here's what I'm going to say.
With the sword,
for sake
you
of,
have a better
because again,
chance of
I didn't
hitting them
want
with
tonight's
daggers.
session. We're going to quickly
That's just what I'm worried
spitfire
about.
around
Do a
these
dagger.
2 questions. I'm going to take 2 more questions, and then I'm going to give you guys a 2-minute time limit. Phoebus, go.
Before my question, Nathan's been raising his
Oh,
hand for
Nathan.
like an
So
hour.
sorry. Yes, Nathan.
Thanks. But would it also work to have a weapon that's kind of has a longer range, say a halberd or a spear?
Exactly. You could turn one of these into a halberd or a spear, right?
That'd
It's
be
like
strange.
give it some range, give it some either throw or distance.
Someone
Okay.
who knows how to use it.
Phoebus and
John
Ryan.
Smith also has
as
Polar
long
Master.
as if it's within a 6-foot volume cube, we can make this work. And there's other loopholes as well, but I will say that when we decided what we're doing.
Okay, right.
I have a... not uncouth is not the word, but an
Conventional.
We should have one of subterfuge. We make one a cigar.
No, he'll be in the middle of a fight. He's not going to take a smoke break.
He is such a pretentious mofo. He would.
I would rather.
He's
take
not
a
going to
chance
be
on
actually.
I'll
his
metagame
minions
it.
will be
I'll
fighting
metagame it.
people.
Eleanor, you put a cigar in my face, that power would kill you.
But if we
That's
stealth
cool.
it-
That's cool shenanery. In the middle of a fight, you can't pull that off.
that'd be like that'd be more. of
You're
like if
offering
gonna
the bad
sneaky
guy his
assassinate
perfect
him.
vice, and no one's that dumb. I cannot allow that, even on all the nat 20s. That's one of
See,
those.
I think that'd be a good
character things
idea
of,
if we could sneak it like into his castle.
Yeah,
and,
like if you weren't
hide
in
it
a
in
fight,
a stash.
but
We had like a week
it's a
before
fight.
the fight.
But
Try
Okay,
it.
here we go.
Dumbo.
Here we go. I'm cutting it. I'm opening it.
Okay.
There is a minute now. What is 4 objects? What would you want to make?
Arrow.
Dagger, arrow,
bullet,
1
oil,
1 oil.
and 1 oil.
One oil.
Okay.
So a
Quick
dagger,
question, then.
a
I would
bullet,
contest
an
the bullet,
arrow.
because only
I would
2 people
contest
can
the bullet,
conceivably
too.
Use it.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
only
I
2
think
people.
2 daggers.
2 daggers?
Or
Yeah.
a dagger and polearm thing.
Or 2 oils, because again, it's
Dagger and
there's
2
that.
oils?
Two
Oils
oils
makes
could
a
be
lot of
for-
sense,
yeah.
honestly. Oils is
Again, anyone.
Oils?
We should have one arrow because Merida is good at
Merida
this.
is
one
really
arrow,
good.
two oils, and one
With
dagger.
the bow,
Yeah. Okay.
If she misses
Quick
with one
Oils,
arrow,
arrow,
she can
dagger,
just
no
file the
questions.
next
It's
one,
into the
take
minute.
another shot.
Sorry, we
Yeah.
have some
I was
oils
gonna ask
still.
Those two are our biggest.
Right. Arrows.
The highest.
I will
Very
say
heavy hit
that
for
level
as a
20
ranger.
rogue ability, Jasmine misses, she hits.
Just hit, yeah. So
that
with the dagger.
would be
Oh, so
if she
Garen, you're a guaranteed hit.
Yep.
That's the level
Once a
20 rogue
day.
ability, just once
Once
a
a
All
day.
right, so 3 vials, 1 arrow.
Here we go.
Yeah, we suck.
And finally,
No, we're useless. This
I
is,
hate to
this was
put
known.
you on
Yeah, you are
the
not
spot here, Thumbelina. Are you gonna use yours?
Ooh.
I actually had a question about that.
No. I gotta say it's just
It's a
happening.
pure Thumbelina choice.
It's a pure.
Because Thumbelina knows how the good of the party and the more chances.
Because if
But
you,
at the same time, a ring with this power could be really great in battle.
great.
You know, it's the toss.
It's do you use it to win, or do you keep it to help you win? There's no wrong answer.
I'm trying to think of Thumbelina. This is okay. Okay, I'm gonna just say this. As Hannah, I would absolutely give it up. Like that's who I am. But as Thumbelina, would she?
Yes.
And I don't want to be a jerk, but I don't think Thumbelina would.
Okay.
And not because she wants to be horseman of the plague, but because she can see the power it would have. Oh.
Frankly, if worst comes to worst, you could ask Raya to take you to Commander real quick. 6 seconds pass, so an entire round, you come back with that tincture.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I can also just bamf into to
Pixie Hollow, yeah.
and do
Oh,
the
that's
same
true.
thing.
So,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if worst comes to worst, you could make
If
that
we
last
need
Hail
that one
Mary
last
with your
try.
ring.
Because we got
That's what I
3
was trying
people
to
that are
bring
good
up.
at hitting things. We got 3
So
really
if
good
I wanted, you could even
chances.
save your
Pretty
ring
much a
for
guarantee.
That was the
I'll
guarantee.
use it. As a DM,
All guaranteed just long range.
Last
That was the
resort.
only time
would
we didn't
you
carry over
allow
damage.
that?
I'm still proud of that.
I don't think I would.
Ah.
As this is something right now, then you would have to go get the
Yeah,
other
I
stuff.
think
You'd hope to have the
right
energy.
now
This
are
is the time now to make
make
them. It's a very
Dumbo,
like
Mirror,
plot
Peter,
important. If we don't do these now, we won't have them for the fight because Phoebus won't get them prepped. We won't have the plans we need. It's a great plan. Having a lot of interesting different items of daggers, oils, a sword, having these things to help. If it doesn't happen now, it's good and good, but it is that it must be now.
Right.
And I will even give you this, Thumbelina. Queens have to make hard decisions.
So, I was looking at Nick. This is my compass. So
Yeah.
over here.
Sorry.
My husband, sorry. She's gonna do it. I'm trying to figure out what she would do.
Yes, because you guys get
Because
to do
if we kept it, my thought is if we kept it in the ring form, it would still be usable, sort of. But I don't know what it would be usable for. And I don't know if I would be willing to
I'd say if we're gonna keep something in ring
Brass
form, Mr.
knuckles.
Incredible would be best.
Mr. Incredible would be the best because he has the ring. He has the ring of war, and his would be more beneficial in battle.
Yeah. Hannah, Thumbelina has always resorted to punching people. Brass knuckles.
She always switches them as a last resort.
Yes.
Yes,
know.
as a last resort.
But in
If you keep it in ring form, like I was telling Thumbelina, ring
Wish
form,
energy.
you could cast the spell on him. It'd be like a ranged spell attack.
Could I punch him with the ring on?
If you were to change it, that would mean that's the thing is you punch the ring, and if it misses or if you hit and miss, then it's gone. Or it might stay. You're not sure. So if you kept it in ring form for a punch, yeah, because then that would add your bonuses with your stuff.
I have a question that in favor of not making the Ring of Plague into a ring. Wish energy. Raya, don't you have the wish spell?
With consequences.
Yes.
But
I
wish
can
energy
do
to help
anything,
with
The
that.
world
but there
building,
will be
quick
World
building.
Quick world building,
August
it's
is
got to be the
There's a
skills.
solid
The rogues have killed
no
themselves
for
already.
it.
I know, but it could be a wish. Next attack hits.
No.
No.
The part of this, you are again. I don't know how much more planning can make it. You're trying to make a god mortal to kill him.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work,
This is up to those
the
two of
cosmos
if we're
is
doing
gone.
it and what form it's taking. Other than
So
that,
I think at least one sword. You want to have a ring that could be punchable.
Mine's gonna be ring.
Yours gonna be
Let's
ring
keep
that could be
his as a
punchable.
ring. I'll use if he wants a sword.
Hey.
I'll find this.
Sorry guys, but I gotta go.
Yes, thank you so much. We texted.
Thanks,
See you,
Braxton.
Jim. See you, Braxton.
Bye.
Yeah, let's flip flop.
Get
our
feeling
plans and
better.
Keep his into the ring. We'll turn mine into the sword.
Excellent.
So are we still putting the schism energy into your ring?
Yeah.
So, ladies and
Use it as
gentlemen,
a punch. Is that what you're gonna do?
Phoebus, you're getting ready to cast your spell.
yeah. So with how this works, I can do this original spell. And
It's just
so
gonna take some time.
yeah, it would take time, but knowing that it's dangerous if we keep them too long, what Phoebus will quickly say to everyone is that I do not have the capability of putting them in this safe space. However, I have the capability of getting them to that safe space if we use someone stealthy who can get them to someone we all trust.
Who is that person?
Dumbo to Merlin?
Dumbo will...
Merlin? I don't know.
Yeah, Dumbo to Merlin.
Oh, no,
is-
Dumbo will I know of a place. They will not be touched.
The vault in Scotland.
And then,
I was gonna say.
and so, my question to you, Phoebus, knowing the need for speed in this sense.
Need for speed, yeah.
Can I suffer 2 levels of exhaustion to ritual cast instant summons once to get all of them?
Oof. Yes. You are trying to rip apart your body to do this in a moment of downtime in this in a battle.
You have 24 hours,
yes.
right?
Thank you, Nemo. That's right. 'cause
You have
I-
24
as-
hours,
Yeah,
don't
that's
you?
why we
Well,
need to
but
get this
even with
done
24
now,
hours,
so I can
it's
rest.
the longer these artifacts are together,
the more crap can
the
happen.
more crap could
So we
happen.
need to like take them and split them apart.
So
Yeah,
11
I mean, we
minutes
got
with that 2 levels of
restorations.
exhaustion, Phoebus will inscribe each sapphire with a rune connected to one of these objects, and give the instruction.
Wait, everyone?
Each sapphire will be connected to them.
Mhm.
All you have to
For
do
the-
is speak the name of
The
the
one you
object
want.
and
The
crush.
one you want.
Yeah.
God, I was like, we
You
each have
speak the name of the
2.
object and crush the sapphire, and the object will appear in your hand as an action, or fast hands as rogues if you have that.
Would oil on my
I
fist
don't.
work?
So,
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
next
it
big
would-
thing is after that, I need to spend another 1 minute to cast Teleportation Circle
Okay.
to the Magensine Temple of Zeus, as Dumbo will gather all of the objects themselves after the runes have been inscribed.
Dumbo, do you need me? Alright. I step back.
And then, Dumbo will step in Teleportation Circle, and
Okay.
I'll
2
text you where
daggers,
Dumbo's going.
oil, an arrow.
I thought we did 1 dagger and 2 oils.
That's why I was saying it out loud, because again, there was a lot of people talking. A sword and a ring that could be punched.
Yes.
As you all lay these keys down, uncorking the energy, it swirls and spins through the air like fire and water together. You each see dagger appearing, 2 bottles, a beautiful sleek arrow, a simple short sword, and a ring wearable by most parties, each with the capability to kill a god. Phoebus, all of your sapphires now imbued with these runes that you all have 2 of, putting them inside pockets. Dumbo, you take these off. You now could kill him. Officially. As all of this happening, resting into Mandra, you realize now the severity. It's probably gotta be time soon. Imaginers, you know what you're gonna have to do, and everyone does too. And Barbosa, you almost remember as an afterthought, oh shoot, the pirate court.
Let's go. Just portal me back.
Don't worry about it. Just
yes, it's.
I am one of the 9 pirate lords.
We are in Kumandra. It is literally 6 seconds for a day.
Nick Wild.
Yeah, what's up?
Make
I
me
know,
a
but
check
I still
with some perception.
Advantage or no?
I've already talked to Braxton. We are going to.
Oh, we are? Okay.
He had to go. He felt bad, but it was that like.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he could do, but it's like I'm
I
gonna
just
help.
also thought because it was
Is it
9:30
bad
we were
that
like
clerics
trying
are
to end.
joining?
Hmm?
Is it bad that celestials
Why do you
are
think I
joining?
did the minor illusions on him to
Advantage
make him
or
look
not?
like Marlin?
No advantage.
Okay, so
You
it's
never
21 no matter what.
21.
Yeah.
Nick, sneaking around, you eventually see what you think to be a pirate lord.
Oh no.
Perfect.
Oh
You see this pirate lord.
Charm you.
What
Tread
kind of
rocks.
this dude looks rather wolfine, kind of like you in that like, oh, that's maybe an anthropomorphic creature.
Interesting.
It's a furry.
As you see, and then we took everything from him. I believe that I will be welcome here amongst these pirates. Am I not right? As you see this dude holding up this beautiful red embroidered scarf. A lot of people are cheering around him. But you see, not everyone looks happy.
What are the people that don't look happy?
Immediate, just a lot of these people you see are whispering back and forth. Just like, well, I mean, he's never going to take anything from Mistress Chang.
Oh, this is literally so perfect.
Just watch.
I go to the back. I need to change your clothes real quick.
Dude, I want to find you so bad at this moment.
You quickly just
Hello,
What?
Nor. Do you know if your cat is in?
Unless I need somebody to let her out
We'll
after
figure it
dinner.
Oh, it's getting dark and things are starting to go.
You're
boom
getting
outside.
the clothes from the back. Are you just rechanging, looking different?
Yeah.
What do you want to do then? It's there's not a lot of checks here.
So before I need to find Mrs. Chang, I'm gonna grab one of the people that looks upset. I'm like, where is Mrs. Chang? I thought she'd be here already.
She's with the other lords.
Okay, I leave.
You leave.
I'm going to take some glasses, pour them with wine, and put some of the poison in it. And then I'm going to go serve it to Mistress Chang. What was the guy's name, by the way? Because
I didn't catch his name.
I need to catch his name. I have to get his name.
Go ahead and make me a quick perception, because it's not like what was his name.
Okay, Lucky. You. 16.
16 beats the DC.
Ah!
This man, like something like Carnage.
Okay.
Like a lesson like Carnage, or something like Carnage. You know, like Captain Carnage.
I go to Mistress Chang.
Yeah, eventually you find her in the basically a couple guards. Mistress Chang is inside. She's not seeing anyone.
She has a delivery of drinks from Captain Carnage.
Kind of look at each other. Just
okay.
Mistress Chang has a strict policy against items from others.
I think that was the point.
You see, they'll take it from you. And just.
They said that the name of the drink was Backshots. I don't know what that means.
These two pirates, again, these elven Chinese pirates, look at each other. Just...
That's just what I said. They said to call the drinks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry.
As you hand them off and leave. We will get to that roleplay probably with the Imagineers in general.
Should I roll for that check as I'm on my way?
Yes, would you?
Got it. Would that be memories from a past life?
Yes, you will.
Because yes. Okay, I'm using that. Okay.
Great.
6, 12. I can do basic math. Investigation?
Yeah.
17.
I'll put the elven poison in it, which is even more. So much more.
Basically, Nick was trying to send poison to another pirate lord from another pirate lord. Nick Wild, you dog.
You start being this, gonna reflect on me. You're part of my crew.
As
I'm a
that
barkeep,
happens,
just delivering a message.
Barbosa, on your way back again. It's that okay? We really should go now. Walking
I'll get
up,
rid of that from my inventory.
Barbosa.
I've had this from session 2.
You
Elven Darts
very clearly don't see anyone now.
Oh.
It's that they may definitely not be here right now. Important to note.
Any of the 4?
Any of them.
Oh.
Terrifying, but yes, that
You're
they're
the
just
first
not
ones
here.
to the party.
First to the party. Upon entering in, what you would all see, because again, all of you for one reason or another can be in here. As entering in, after a moment, the council is officially going to start.
There's a beautiful soundtrack. Please.
One by one, the pirate lords will be named. You will all see them, and all of you have that slight opportunity to look in or try to, interject, but these are the lords of all pirates.
Any of the 4?
You see, starting... Lord of the Caribbean Sea, Jack Sparrow. You see Jack takes his rapier, plunges it into a globe nearby, comes, and kind of hands through the dreads, stands off to the side.
Yeah.
Lord of the Caspian Sea, Hector Barbosa.
I take out my sword, stick it in there. as well.
Lord of the Agrabah Sea, Zhao Feng, and you hear, not anymore, as this wolf man, Don Carnage holds up, has taken away Zhao Feng's station, tucks this little red scarf like an ascot in. I will now speak on behalf of the Agrabah Sea.
That's my
You
champion.
see, Don Carnage. Alright, they take this. Lord of the Chinese Sea, Mistress Cheng. You see this elven woman flanked by these two guards that you saw before. Bring her in, sit her down. Lord of the European Sea, the dread pirate Roberts.
Oh, yeah!
As you see, as
yes, please let it be Taika Waititi.
You see, a woman with blonde hair and black mask that covers the top enters in, stabs in this thin rapier, and she sits down.
I thought
Yes. Expecting that.
If it's beautiful, that would have been better.
Lord of the Fantalden Sea, Lady Kane. As you see, a woman with kind of a half-tooth plunges a sword in, takes a seat, kind of like, 1 foot up.
That's not good.
Lord of the Neverlandian Sea, Captain James Hook. As you see, look around, and you hear, shing, metal on metal, sparks flying off of a hook in the shadows. Hook steps forward, doesn't put any sword in, and just sits down. Hook looks terrifying. I will say, some of you that have seen him before, this looks like the Hook you know and hate.
Oh, and I'm using my
hatred in his eyes, that glint of red as he just looks and starts picking his teeth with a hook.
Oh yeah, to play up, I'm having my form of dread active, so if there's any skylights and I need to make a point, I reach my hand for it.
Lord of the Star Seas, Captain Nathaniel Flint, again looking around at this point, Jim steps forward and Silver whispers, having overturned one Jim Pleiades Hawkins, Lord of the Stars now, as Jim has the piece of 8, the important thing he keeps in his hand. And I'll say, Jim keeps his sword on him. He's not going to place it in.
Yeah, no. I have a gun, I don't need a sword.
Finally, the Lord of the Bayou Sea, the Baron, and you hear, not anymore. Stepping forward with a letter on fire, flicks the letter at you, flips you off, Rapunzel, and goes,
5?
Stallion is the name.
Oh my gosh.
As she says, she looks at you and out loud, you're lucky for your friends or I would slit your throat where you stand. And she says something very unsavory to Rapunzel.
Again, you killed her dad. She's not going to be nice to you no matter how
If
well
at
you roll.
35, you would have needed a 45 DC. She's not just immediately, you would have had to have given up a lot, doing a bunch of stuff. She doesn't like you.
Dang it.
All the pirate lords are present and accounted for as
Oh yeah, the piece of 8.
Hook turns Barbosa.
Yes.
You summoned us.
With good cause. I have reason to believe we're facing our end times.
You see, Dunkarnak. What end times? It has never been more profitable to be a pirate. Water is everywhere.
Aye.
And people are stupid.
People are stupid, yes. But their stupidity is turning them to sources. Sources that would seek to destroy the world, and us included.
You see, Stallion leans forward. And what sources do you speak of, Hector Barbosa?
I need to look through my inventory because
Are there any loud pirates in the background?
A lot, but it's kind of that like, you shut up, and they're like punching each other quiet. So there is a lot of noise like outward, but it's like they're
Are there
shutting
any
each other.
like first, second mates that are closer that are talking a lot and have a recognizable
No, actually, because most of the first mates, like Jim has Dench, his official first mate, and Silver, his official second, by his side. First mates that are close enough to this table don't say a word, right? So Phoebus, if you guys are close, it's that knowledge of We don't speak because the captains are
Yeah.
speaking right now. Like, that's an important thing to know.
But I'm here holding a count.
But again, all of you are able to be only about a ring or two out, because again, for you guys coming with Jack, you're allowed to be close, and that's why Stallion can see you and just be like, I'm sorry, like, no, like, it's, yeah.
I'm gonna go behind one of the other pirate lords.
Yes.
Not Carnage or Mistress Chang.
Okay.
But like any of the others.
Would I have kept one of the old pamphlets that Hades' followers were handing?
Yeah, you could.
I would, Hades, and I throw it on the table for everyone to see.
Everyone kind of looks. You see Mr. Ching. And what do we care of gods, Barbosa? Gods do nothing for pirates. Pirates do nothing for gods.
Gods have been targeting pirates.
See, looks around. You see,
And I
Sparrow
speak
speaks up. Yeah, I've been quite a little buggered by gods. As people can't take notice, but you see that the Dread Pirate Robert speaks up, and she goes, "What do you mean?"
I mean that there seems to be a holy war brewing. One that's meaning between preserving what there is and destroying what there is and starting anew.
And so you see Stallion, excellent. We let everyone kill each other, we steal what they have, and we do nothing.
Then who do we steal from after that? No one will remain.
People kind of not. You see, Don Carnage, this is true. I've had such a wonderful time pillaging Agrabah's seas that, I mean, what really could I gain from having nothing?
Exactly. When everyone's dead, there's no one to take from.
The Pirate Lords are all looking. Mistress Chang kind of leans forward. If this is true, then what do you propose, Hector?
I understand that there will be other routes we have to go for this. I propose an act of war.
Immediately, all the pirates start. It is now chaos. Everyone is screaming because it's like, no, we do not go to war. Blah, blah, blah.
Politics.
War. Immediately, though, finally, screaming loudest of all, you see a first mate of Stallion kind of brings order. As Stallion just like, we don't go to war because then we don't kill each other, Hector.
We won't be killing each other.
Exactly.
Look. Or else would immediately equip this, I need to physically think. Because this conflict, what? It's like,
whisper.
Just, this destruction, this plague, cannot be contained. It must be eradicated, and it will spread. After it spreads to the land, it'll spread to the seas and wipe us out too. I say we stand. Yeah, I say we stand and fight it while we still can.
Pirates are all talking amongst each other. You see...
Can Nick yell out at this moment?
Ooh.
Very loud in kind of a gruff, piratey voice.
I heard Don Carnage pillaged and stretched Madam fuck, I forgot her name. Madam Chang!
You're gonna have to make me a full
No,
persuasion
dude,
check.
I was about to say something, but that just about
As
it.
this may be really good or really bad.
Can I just say one thing?
No, it could be really good though.
What I was gonna do? Could I have that point of inspiration?
Yeah. Oh, deception, yeah.
Can I have that point of inspiration go throughout my this interaction? To
Not
add
yet. It will be
Advantage?
something. No advantage.
Okay, 24.
24.
Rolled
You
a
see,
13.
Mr. Shank
I rolled a 13. That's gotta count for something?
Yeah, you see. Yes, Don Carnage tried to poison me, just like I tried to shoot him earlier. You had to do something bigger than just poisoning. I'm so sorry.
Poisoning's not enough?
Yeah.
With Elven Darts of Pacification?
It was a DC 27 because if you make it sound, thank you. If it's a big enough poison or a big enough check, like, yeah, people might look at that weird. pirates are constantly trying to kill each other. Again, by nature of all you guys being so powerful, no one really was coming after you, but people might.
Well, dragons are
There goes
working
my
together
darts.
because
So,
it's a nuclear armament.
all you see is as
this is a Geneva
yelling
Convention
and everything
because
going-
we'll just tear each other apart like feral
Eventually,
raccoons.
once again, the Dread Pirate Robert speaks up. You see she goes, if we are calling for an act of war, we must take a vote on it as the council.
Very well.
What is everyone's vote?
Hold on. I'm just gonna say this out of character and a little tidbit. Is Jack's father here?
You don't know.
Because someone might get
And
shot
you
as
may not know.
officially an act of war
If-
should be declared by the king.
You see, well, it's more like, are we even going to consider it? This,
Yeah.
again, isn't true Pirates of the Caribbean movies like we know. There is a bit of democracy in the sense of,
Yeah.
like, are we even going to allow it to get to that point? Because that's a big thing, just to, like,
Yeah.
ask for war, let alone if a pirate can declare it.
Mm-hmm.
These pirates, this is not like in the movies, too, where there was very, very obvious stuff. You are giving a lot of...
Exactly.
I don't want to say hearsay, but it's that
Which is
things
why-
might be viewed by others, especially if they're not
Which is
excited
why-
about you guys.
Because of my undeath nature, do I still have scars from any fights? Still on
Nope.
me. Rats.
Here's what's going to happen, though. I now need a true group check from all of you.
Would this be
This
the one
is
I
a group persuasion check.
Would this be the one I use the inspiration on?
Yes.
I'm also not
Inspiration.
Yes,
here.
you're not, because you're trying to find Nick.
I was trying to find Nick, and then she just kind of went off exploring. So
Here we go. We're going to go through. I need to know 32. Once you have it, I'll be going around the room. So next up will be Peter when you're ready.
I'm
Because
sorry,
you guys, I
33.
think,
I
are
got
going
that
to
wrong.
be trying to help our boss in the sense of like we're trying to do. I will get to you when I get to you. I cannot override. So
I got it
Peter,
wrong. It was actually
27.
33.
33, 27. Merida,
I haven't even rolled yet.
you're good.
Maybe-
In 1
That's
second.
an 18 plus an 8, so it's a 26.
6.
There we go.
8 for Phoebus and Dumbo's not here.
Yep.
Reroll for
Right.
Phoebus.
Okay.
Wild magic.
18 for Phoebus.
18.
And I'll have whatever it is
Oh, yeah.
affect me.
I will do that in a moment then.
Yes.
Jasmine,
Jasmine's still rolling, but Meg's got a 22.
22. Excellent.
And Jasmine's about to get
Oh, morph. I forgot morph.
17.
17.
That sucks.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Whatever.
I also have a point of inspiration, so if we don't want to do wild magic, I could use my point of inspiration.
I got a nat 1 as
Eleanor,
morph.
yeah, Morph
Okay.
needs one.
I only have a 9.
Inspiration, wild magic.
Thank you.
Okay.
35.
That is much better.
Really good.
Oh,
So
just
that's
you wait.
a
18.
15 as morph.
42.
Whoa! Barbosa plugging everything you can into this makes sense.
Listen,
idiots. And finally,
I
Nicole.
rolled a 9, 16.
Oh, we got a Cadle.
Cadle.
What was it for?
What was it?
Yeah, what was it for?
For persuasion. You guys, as a group, are trying to say like, help us. Like it's like
help me.
Because
Hades
other
is
parts, everyone's yelling like, yes, no, yes. It's like as a group, can you say yes, war, yes, yes? So, Kato, what did you get?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Can we ask Melina for her last Bardic?
I
If
will
not, that's
make
okay.
quick
I can
rolls.
I can spend sorcery points for D4s.
Didn't they long rest?
Okay.
Yeah, but she used too sneakily and didn't tell us.
Okay.
had
Long rest and
The
Bond,
two
right?
people that really matter are Jim and Hook. With Hook's nat 20 pushing it over.
That's good.
Oh.
Barely. It was pretty. It's
He's
a
a
high
virtual
DC. It
guy.
was like a
I knew he
DC
liked
20.
war.
So like even 18s are great. Because again, you're trying to convince pirates to consider war. Enough pirates eventually, boom, 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 pistol shots go off, and you see all the pirates just. That Lady Kane just. All right. War. So it sounds like we need a pirate king. Am I right? And you see a couple pirates chuckle because it's, well, we're not going to get one. Here's what's about to happen. Each pirate gets one vote. No talking anything. Barbosa, you're going to start. Because you started this. Who are you voting for Pirate King?
Ian legitimately needs to think this out. Barbosa.
You get 5 seconds.
Nemo!
Hector. Jim Hook.
Jim Hook?
I start out with
Jim
that.
Hook? Did you say Jim Hook or
Jim
I
Hook.
didn't say that. Oh,
What?
Hey, can I wild magic?
Dude, what?
Wait,
What
August?
did you
Which
That's
spell?
the stupidest thing
Does
you've
not
Fair
work.
enough.
That's really bad.
The room erupts into huge argument because nothing.
Wait, what?
No, nothing. Here's what's about to happen. Let alone you just said someone that's not your name, and you just said the name of two pirate lords that seem rather strange. So immediately everyone's screaming at you. Boom, boom, boom. Dread Pirate Roberts gets a knife. Clarify yourself, Hector.
I have a choice.
You have 5 seconds. What did you mean?
Jim Hawkins.
You
And I
see
look at him and
Hook, bastard. Hook's trying to play it off. Play it off. He's got to make the dissection check of lifetime. We'll get to that in a moment.
Do you want to roll that again in case?
Does he? Can I wink at him like a bardic?
Yes,
Take the higher one, please.
He's fine.
As
Why
can't stop the
I heard
fox!
you say Jim Hook, and I'm like,
Here's what's about to
I have
happen.
vote for someone else. So
Barbosa has voted for Jim Hawkins. You see, Don Carnage goes. Don Carnage votes for Don Carnage. Mistress Cheng, right? Mistress Cheng for herself.
everyone votes for themselves, and if Jim votes
The
for himself,
Stallion, Stallion Bear, votes herself. Lady Kane rises. Stallion Baron.
Wait, who wrote it for Stallion?
Lady
Stallion
Kane.
and Lady Kane.
Oh, I got Kang Chang.
Jim Hawkins again. Silver Whispering Zero. Jim Hawkins. 2 for Jim. 2 for Stallion. You
and
see
Jack.
Fucking Jack.
The Dread Pirate Roberts. Looking at everything. Dread Pirate Roberts. Basically abstaining by voting for herself. You see it's Hook and Sparrow.
Please don't be selfish.
Here's the problem, Barbosa. Here's what's about to happen.
You hate me, Jack.
James Hook. You have put him in the worst position. If he says anything about Jim, even with beating that deception, it's gone. It's over, and that's screwing you all
It's
over.
up to.
You see Hook sits there, and you get that again. Passive
And I'm
insight.
gonna
Looking,
ask Phoebus to
Hook
message
goes.
me, like,
James Hook has to vote for himself, as he could have played it off. Bad stuff happened.
I'm gonna ask Phoebus
And
to
finally,
message me like, Jack, I know you hate me, but this isn't me. This is Jim.
Jim Hawkins is sitting there, and it's Stallion. Jack Sparrow.
Can I wink
I
at him?
still have inspiration, so in case of emergency.
I'm gonna
He's
toss
gonna
him
make
some weed.
a roll. Toss it.
Wink at him.
Does Jack Sparrow want to vote for Jim Hawkins? Or does he want to vote for the Stallion?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
And if he votes for himself, nothing can happen. It's basically like nothing happens too. Because if you don't get a majority vote, pirates go, and we're done.
What would
No
a-
more, right? It's that kids to keep it fair among pirates.
What would a point of inspiration do?
Let me re-roll it. I'll tell you right now.
I'm waiting.
You're looking at... Jack's got to make... This is basically an empathy check. As
Who's got
Jack
Bardic?
Sparrow...
You've got Lucky.
You have another
Do you want to
Bardic.
provide Bardic?
Sparrow has to roll with that charisma. It's a DC 29.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
could somebody
With his
save
empathy,
her Bardic for this?
Jack Sparrow has a +5, meaning he would need an at 20 or nothing. If you want to do a Bardic, that would help.
Can
I
Thumbelina
also
contribute her last Bardic?
She probably would.
I have a lucky.
Yeah.
You have a lucky too,
I
so
have 3 lucky. to
you
be
could
exact.
just lucky until it happens.
But also, Thumbelina
Nemo.
can contribute her.
How
D12.
long has
She
it been
one
since
left.
our fight with Shanyu?
Yeah, you've had a long rest.
Just one day?
Yeah.
It hasn't been a week.
Not enough for Tiger.
I wish.
Thumbelina, I will say we'll give it because you guys will get a rest before then.
good.
Here we go. We
And,
can use Thumbelina's Bardic because it's a D12.
Last resort, I will use Wish
Okay.
to help him succeed.
Oh boy. That's quite the last
Thumbelina's
resort.
Bardic, he will now be adding 8.
And the 5 plus
and
13.
5, so plus 13, meaning he needs to roll a 16 now to beat it. Do you want to cast Guidance?
Yes. He has to touch him though.
You have to touch it, and if you get close, that's so suspicious. The vote would be
Yeah.
called off. It's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
Bardic
is
is
this
one of those
fish?
things.
Fish.
Here we go.
Can he go into the temple?
No.
We got the Bardics though, right?
The bar, yes, that plus 8, plus 13.
13. 3 luckies,
And
1
can
lucky,
take a
inspiration.
D10 from Mike if needed.
No, you can't stack
Oh.
that.
That's
Bardic.
one Bardic.
So,
Oh, I didn't know that.
4
Here we go.
luckies, an inspiration, and a wish.
That is a 4. That is one failure. Lucky point. That is a 1.
Lucky.
Oh my god!
Last lucky.
No, I have one more.
That's a 5.
Lucky.
Can you use a different die?
I'm using this one. This is the die. Do you use your lucky?
Oh wait, do your inspiration.
What?
Point of inspiration.
Point of inspiration.
Okay, never mind.
Well, because I think you're 3 luckies. Using or 2.
only use 2. I
2
have one left.
point of inspiration or lucky first. Which one would you
Let's
rather?
try
use?
lucky first.
Because lucky resets. Point
Yeah.
of inspiration, you don't get
Yeah,
that.
let's try lucky again.
Lucky. 12.
What was
Not
the
to be
DC?
the guy that was
13,
sitting out
yeah,
here
we
not
need 16
involved in
or
anything,
higher,
but I
16 or
also,
higher.
if Phil can do anything,
It's Jack has to
Okay.
make an empathy check. Does Jack
Oh,
trust
gosh.
all of you enough to vote for Jim Hawkins? Because unfortunately, Barbosa made a slight Freudian slip by calling Jim Hook.
Someone
Hook
here
had to
said
do a
Jim
huge
Hook.
deception.
No one has said it.
No one had said it. It's okay. It is. But again,
Yeah,
I'm
it
a
just
horrible
happens.
DM in
I think
terms
it's
of I will hold you all to slip ups like Peter.
Yeah.
Peter's
And
the one
like
that got
Nick.
you all in that deal, and Nick with the
called him
oil of
Jim
darkness
Hook.
smash it.
No,
I
and
do.
today.
Oh, and today.
Yeah,
It's something where I do that basically because
it was
Barbosa
so
actually
close,
said
though.
Jim Hook when voting.
Guys,
Everyone
we
went,
confused
what?
the boomer.
Hook had to hide deception off, but it means Hook had to vote for himself because if he votes for Jim Hawkins, that deception would mean nothing because then everyone would go, why? You
Yeah.
don't know him. Hook now looks like he doesn't know Jim, basically. So, Jack has a plus 13 right now. If he can roll a 16, it's a high enough empathy for you guys to say, I'll vote for Jim. Even though, and I'll say this, I mean, not because Braxton's not here, Hook hates Jim Hawkins. Very much so. Jim steals his stuff, tries to kill him, and Sparrow does it back. It's that mutual thing. Like, neither of them like each other, but it's now that I'm having to vote for someone I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the last lucky, which was a 12.
Yeah.
Meaning it's a failure. Would you use the point of inspiration or your lucky?
Yeah, you can't stop the fox. Go
Here we
for
go,
it.
the luck.
Keep this not 20.
That's a 15.
Damn.
One away.
Two sorcery points.
Oh!
Good luck.
Oh!
Yes.
No,
Minimum.
no, yeah.
Yeah, for the
Yes.
4, right? On the minimum.
Oh my gosh!
Add 4
Yes.
And if it's a
least.
1!
It's a 4.
On a 19.
Can't stop the fox.
It's a 19!
Here's what's horrible, because I know something else that had happened. You see Sparrow is looking, as everyone's looking to Captain Jack Sparrow to
The living
split the
legend.
vote. Or vote for himself. If he votes for himself, nothing happens, everyone goes home, and this was all for nothing. Sparrow sits there. I vote for Jim Hawkins. I like his plan. As Stallion looks at you, what are your orders, Jim Hawkins? And you see Jim,
Your first word's king.
we go to war. And that's where we're gonna end the session. Thank you all so much for playing, for working together, doing all this stuff. Thank you guys for watching.
So doomed.
Kadel, you have big stuff to bring back to your part. Well, all of you have stuff to bring back.
Oh my heavens, yes!
I will see you all next time. Goodbye.
I'm saving that
And-
for when we have to turn immortal.